Hello, everyone. If you don't mind, let me know how the audio is. We've been having some issues again with the audio. It should be okay. Hope everyone's doing all right tonight. Hey, Wonderlust. Hey, Crafty One. I am late today in general. I've had a pretty busy day. I wanted to start around 9. Well, I'm here. That's what matters, right? New moon is not over yet here on the East Coast. We still have time. You technically have a little over a day or two to get all your new moon stuff going. I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. All right, so we're going to be talking about the new moon in Gemini. So the new moon in Gemini is at 16 degrees, and we've got a lot going on. I've got notes and everything else. Let's see. We're going to be doing the energy of this new moon. We're also going to be, or talking about the energy of this new moon and what it has in store for you. We're going to be doing live horoscope card pulls. We will also, as always, do astrological chart readings, and we will be doing something a little bit different tonight. So I'm going to offer um, card readings tonight for the new moon. So I will be doing 5. I don't know if I have 3 hours in me tonight with my swelling in my tooth and stuff. I'm still on antibiotics. Hey, Queen of Hearts. I'm delaying that, taking that antibiotic because it makes me super sleepy. So if I have a hard time finding my words, it's probably because my jaw. So I'm going to do 5 free astrological chart readings tonight, and I'll be drawing names. So we're going to let Spirit pick, fate, I guess you could say, who gets the astrological readings, and I will be offering $10 card readings that last anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, depending on how much Spirit has to say regarding the upcoming week and the energy. If you want to substitute out a chart reading with the astrology, you can do that as well. But I will be giving away 5 free slots today once we talk about that. And let's see. Seeing if there's anything else. Yep, I think I hit all that. All of the links to anything that I talk about here in the next about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead. Spirit, yay. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Queen of Hearts. Hey, Psychic Sleuth. What's up, girl? Hey, Grandma Sherry. Few faces I hadn't seen in a while. Happy to have you here. And I'm going to talk about some special announcements. We have a little bit of housekeeping to do. I did miss last full moon reading because I was editing that Henry River Mill video, which takes me in to the very first housekeeping or special announcement most of you may know. But if you do not know, I have a new psychic paranormal investigation channel. Yes, an investigation channel where we go to some of the most infamous haunted locations in and around Appalachia. We may venture out of Appalachia sooner than I expected, but we're still going to try to keep it within those states of Appalachia for now. And I did that video at Henry River Mill. We caught some crazy evidence, crazy validations. This is no joke. This is no, as the kids say, this is no cap. This channel is a collaboration with my fiance V. He decided that he wanted to be a part of this, which makes me super excited because I honestly was very surprised. He's like, I want to do this. So now he's all into it. He's got all the filming equipment and all of that. So yes. And just a reminder, I also have my Psychic Paranormal podcast that I host with Emily, the Fine Art Medium. And we are only 30 subscribers away from being monetized. So we're almost at 1,000. And once we're monetized, hey, Barb, all of the money from Lights at Midnight, because we have our own personal channels and things going on, that's going to go to more trips and investigations with collaboration with Emily, the Fine Art Medium. Me and the Psychic Sleuth will be starting our Divine Perception back up once I get back from Kentucky, which will lead me into my next announcement. Once I get back from Kentucky, it'll be a couple weeks from now. Me and her are going to sit down and collaborate on what to offer you guys next, because we only have one topic left. So me and the Psychic Sleuth will get back to Divine Perception, but we have to make sure our schedules don't overlap and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to kind of restart and refresh that. I just needed some time to get my new channel up and going, as you guys probably know, some of you guys, but if not, again, all the links to all my channels and everything is all in that Linktree link in the description box, along with more information that I'm going to be talking about as a part of the housekeeping. So I'm going to Kentucky next week to help my client Beth. She has talked about allowing me to do the interview documentary style to tell her story. If I do that, I'm going to put that on Our Appalachian Nightmare. If she ends up feeling like she's able to do it, I'll probably have some clips and stuff to put in. We're also, as a bonus, going to Bobby Mackey's. We got the very last available spot to investigate in June, and it's absolutely exciting because they're tearing it down. Sadly, I mean, it's a infamous haunted location. It's the very first location that Ghost Adventures went to. People have said some crazy things about this place, and I've heard people say that it wasn't that much. But I have connected with that darker entity there through my reaction video that I did over on the Lights at Midnight podcast. So, yeah, it's something pretty dark, and we will get into that. But all of that content will be over on Our Appalachian Nightmare. And I do have 2 videos of Bobby Mackey's where we did the reactions, like I just said, on Lights at Midnight podcast. So if you want to kind of get like a precursor of what I channeled in, what Emily channeled in as well, you can always check those out. I did not add those to the description box, but I will at the end of this live. You can find it on the channel. Sam and Colby Reacts, Bobby Mackey's Portal to Hell, and The Possession of Carl Lawson. All right, let's see. Next week, going to Kentucky. Yep, and that is scheduled to be out. That video, I'm trying to get it edited and out the door and premiered Friday, June 28th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a couple more things. Me and my fiance launched our very first official merchandise website through Bonfire. So we'll be able to connect it to YouTube once we have that ability. And we're actually very close. We're over halfway there on watch hours on Our Appalachian Nightmare. And we're also only like 40 subscribers away from hitting that mark. I've only started this channel a month ago. It was divinely led. Now I know why. But yeah, that link is in my description box in the link tree. Everything's there. So you can go check out some of the merch. We just launched one of 4 cryptid series t-shirts. I have some more feminine options. These are kind of masculine. I'll be having some more feminine options coming in soon, but give that a look because all that money is going to go to traveling too. And lastly, look, wait a minute. Look, I think I got it. Patreon coming up next week for Our Appalachian Nightmare. I'm trying to have it done by next weekend. I'll be launching a Patreon for behind the scenes and all kinds of good stuff. We're still setting up the levels, and I'm trying to get to the point here. Let's see, the class. So you have till June 10th to enroll into my Manifesting with the Moon class. It will be at 8 p.m. June 27th, which is a Thursday. It'll last approximately 2 to 3 hours. The cost is $85 now, and a normal session with me is anywhere from $55 to $65. So you get much more time. You get to meet people that are like-minded and learn things. And this is kind of what we're going to talk about. This is just a couple subjects because I got a lot really planned. So you'll discover what each moon phase means for manifestation. So what it means and what it means for manifestation, how to use the lunar phases to manifest your goals, desires, hopes, dreams, your abundance. Okay. It teaches us how to grab our abundance by the cojones, okay, and make it happen. I've been using this principle for the last 5 months. If you've followed me for a while, you may have seen how my life has changed. And it's all a mindset. It all has to do with our mindset and stuff of the such like that. You'll also get PDFs with, so one thing that I haven't announced yet is how we are in different lunar phases of our life. Lunar phases last for 30 years of our life. So we'll go, if we're lucky enough to, God willing, to be here for 60 years, we will have all of the 8 phases in our life twice. I'm going to teach you what that means in this class. And you will get a PDF with your current lunar phase in life. It tells you a lot about where you're going, what you're doing, and it'll also have some tips and tricks and things you can do around different lunar phases. I'm still working on the journal, guys. I might be behind on it. I know, womp, womp, womp. But it's good. I'll get the class out. Cool beans. I've come to terms with it. If I can get it out around the same time, I'm going to try. But things have really picked up out of nowhere when it comes to my content creation and stuff like that. And you know, I guess it's kind of self did, but at the same time, I follow where spirit leads me. So moving forward, this channel will be mostly psychic astrology, and of course I'll keep it a little spooky because, you know, I like it spooky. Okay, your girl's a psychic medium that specializes in the paranormal first. That's what I ever was. Astrology, I guess you could say, first. I was 12 when I started learning, and then picked it back up later in my 30s. But yeah, and I'll be offering more in-person classes, so I probably won't teach this class again until next year. So if you want to get in on it, you have till June 10th. If you message me and say, hey, I can do it this date, I may be able to accommodate that. So I mean, you know, I'm not super daddy satty here like Saturn. I'm not really strict on rules and regulations, especially if it's something we can work with. But I did want to give you guys a heads up about that. So enough of the housekeeping. I've been going on. I've tried to spit it out as fast as I can. I'm going to take a chance and catch up on these chat messages. Hey, Lena, Barb. Let's see. Yeah, I heard it's been super hot. It got to 91 today, but I saw it was 91 in your house, girl. I hope you're staying as cool as possible. My heart goes out to you because hormonal things. I got an air conditioner blowing on me, and y'all know the handy dandy hormonal fan. Okay, so yeah, bless your heart. We're praying for you, honey. Brittany, yes, there's a lot going on. I'm taking it one day at a time. I've learned that I've had to take my life one day at a time to survive. Okay, and that's what's happening right now. My tooth flared up Tuesday out of nowhere. It swelled up a little bit Monday. Tuesday, it was like, so I'm blessed to be where I am right now. The psychic sleuth, I haven't done that yet, but maybe, God, 100. Yeah, it just popped up out of nowhere. I mean, the temperature here, it's been kind of cool, but today it did get up to 91. All right. So when we talk about the new moon in Gemini, which is my sun sign, I am a Gemini, you know, they say the two-faced bitch, but not quite. We can multitask. Geminis are good at multitasking. That is my sun sign. But remember, today, when we do the horoscopes, we're going to talk about all three, the sun, moon, and the rising, and I will get to that. But before we get into any of the energy or anything, a couple weeks ago, I talked about the Sabian symbols. And yes, I have a Sabian symbol little video. I have it completely written out. I just have to record it, and I haven't decided how I want to do that yet. It might be video to video, or it might be one of my videos where I do audio over, which it might end up being that way. I will be dropping more of those types of videos where I use my voice audio over and give you guys clips and information. I'm going to try to move my new moon and full moon and maybe even first quarter. I'm going to do little shorter videos, and then of course longer lives, because we do a lot of lives on this channel now. So we're going to talk about the Sabian symbol. Sabian symbols were developed back in the early 1900s by a very intuitive woman. She was actually disabled, and she wanted to leave her mark on the world by developing Sabian symbols, which there's 360 of them. 360 degrees in the astrological wheel. So whatever planetary, luminary, or asteroid that you find on the chart in a certain particular place at any given time, you can find the Sabian symbol for that. So what is the Sabian symbol for Gemini's new moon at 16 degrees and 17 minutes, which is said to be, this is one of the best new moons that we've had. Hold on, adult beverage time. It is not spiked. It's just my corny way of saying I gotta have a sip of my Dr. Pepper. Inside joke, it's my Dr. Pecker. That's what I call it. So the people that don't get my humor or have never seen my video, you probably just clicked off, and that's fine. Okay, it's fine. I got about another hour before I get silly, because we got a lot to get through, and I am going to get through it and make sure we have time for our readings. All right, so the Sabian symbol, we're round up with Sabian symbols. So instead of 16, we go to 17. So Gemini, 17 degrees. This is the main phrase. So you take this phrase and you interpret it. The head of a robust youth changes into that of a mature thinker. So think about that. Right now, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, the planet of thinking and writing and just that probably is why I'm able to talk a little bit faster right now, because it is in my astrological favor. I've got a lot of stuff done this week. I've been very productive. Some people, though, where you are more, you think slowly, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're more concise. You're not up in the air. People that don't mesh well with an air element, you may be struggling right now with your thoughts because they're just everywhere. But I'm going to give you some tips on how to take advantage of that. Okay. And then I'm going to let Spirit give you guys some tips for the horoscopes, because again, I take just that energy and then I figure out exactly how that correlates into the chart, and then Spirit gives us the cards. Okay. Because that's the exciting part. That's what I like to do. All right. Back to the Sabian symbol. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I was driving past a restaurant today and Spirit told me to pull in and apply for a job. I went in and got an interview. Whoop, whoop. Yes, things like that are happening right now. Things like this, because we're going to talk about it. That is amazing. Congratulations. Heck yeah. Awesome sauce. Love it. Love it. I thought about getting a job. I don't really have time for a job, like a real job, but I kind of need a real job. But I'm trying to make this this is my full-time job, but I need to make it like a job. So, yeah, I've been thinking of ways that I can do that too. So cool though. So, hey, right now there's got a lot of luck and opportunity because the planet of Venus is conjuncting this new moon, which is love and abundance. And, when you lead by love, you bring in abundance, right? All right. So, Sabian symbol again, the head of a robust youth. So a young person changes into that of a mature thinker. So let's just think about that before I read what it means. Let's just think about that. Robust youth. We're coming up with ideas, where we have that energy to go, 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 go. But it's so fitting for this new moon. It's actually scary. Let's see. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying so hard, and I'm amazed. It's amazing that I have the support from you guys and the support from my friends all around the world and other mediums and stuff like that. I'm all about building community. I want to build a community, not a cult, as some people say, a community of like-minded people. And yeah, I definitely, looking at my astrology, the internet, I had to come to terms with that. I had to come to terms with the internet being my form of work. It is in my astrology chart, because I never thought I would do this. I did not like to have it being on video. I do not like being on camera. It's something I have come to enjoy. So we can't fight our purpose, right? Networking is crucial. Nice. Very good. Yes. And more hopefully will come in. I did share Barb's link too. Barb, your link, your GoFundMe link is already in the description box. I know there's a lot of things right now. I'm talking about money this, money that. Don't feel obligated, guys. Donations are always accepted. But Barb is needing our help. I'm putting it on all of my videos at the end, where she has a GoFundMe. An EF4 tornado did come through their town. It did do damage to the roof and I think their windows. And they're trying to raise, I think she just said $10,000 or $13,000. I was able to donate 10. I wish I could have donated more. But just throwing that out there too. But yeah, I know I've talked a lot about money and merch and channels and this and asking a lot of favors, but without your support, and it doesn't have to be monetary. I don't want anybody to think that. Your viewership is number one. Your viewership is absolutely number one. And your friendship, well, friendship is number one. A lot of you guys are my friends, and I don't want it to be like, anything crazy. I say that every time, but I say it because I mean it. Hey, Lizzie, how you doing? Welcome. Yes. Yes. Cult following. It's a new merch shirt, Rochelle. We got to make you a new merch shirt now. Yes, I love doing collabs. It just brings something, and we all end up growing together in some way, shape, or form. When you do collabs and you help people and you do it out of a place of love, it always works. You're very welcome. I mean, I'm happy to do that. I couldn't imagine. I would hope that if something happened like that, I try to support people. It's just the golden rule, right? But also, I love you guys, and my heart is huge. And I take care of other people sometimes for myself, which isn't the situation at hand here. But I'm a giver. I always want to give back as much as I possibly can. And if that's a small way that I can help you, Barb and Sean, I'm happy to do it. I really am. And I've learned how to do a heart almost. Finally, I've been practicing with my daughter. It's like a beat. Here's my heart. It's not a Grinch chart, I promise. Look, my fingers don't want to bend. Forget it. I couldn't do it. Y'all know what I mean. Yep. Rochelle was definitely part of dragging me here. Emily was a little more subtle too. She was like, well, why don't we video? And I'm like, nah. I like clawed. I was clawing and screaming. I don't want to do it. But you know what? I really do enjoy it now. It was fear. And it wasn't fear of doing it. It was fear of judgment from other people because of my past. So crazy as that sounds, here I am. Illuminati. I can't say it on YouTube. They're going to not give me my video here. Yeah, I know. I can't do it. Hold on. Kind of got hitchhiker thumbs in a way. They're not like super bent, but like they don't want to bend the other way. How do I do it? Okay, some of y'all gonna have to look. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a big help too. I hope that comes through sooner than later. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, we were talking about Sabian symbols. I'm gonna get through the meat of this, and then we can skedoodle right along here. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna try it soon, very soon in this live again. We're gonna give it another go. My index finger, that's the pointer, right? Or is that the index? Because I don't want to do the other finger. If I do the other finger, I might accidentally make a gesture that I don't mean. Yeah, that's true. All right. So again, the head of a robust youth changes into that of a mature thinker. You've got all this energy, your ideas everywhere. You're not sure exactly where you're going, but this week you're going to be able to find out. It couldn't be a more fitting Sabian symbol, a mature thinker. When we think of the maturity of the astrology, we think of Daddy Sadie or Saturn. Saturn is definitely coming into play this week. The robust youth, where there's energy and vitality and doing this and that in a good case of a robust youth, that is Mercury in this week. Okay. All right, the keynotes: the transformation of physical vitality into the power to build concepts and intellectual formations through which knowledge can be transferred. Okay, so the transformation of physical vitality into the power to build concepts and intellectual formulations through which knowledge can be transferred. So breaking that down, physical, meaning we have to take physical action. Sometimes we're not all physically able to get up and power on. Some of us have disabilities, right? And I try to remember that myself, because I am one of those people. I say partially disabled because I'm able to do things, but only to a certain degree before I can't do things anymore. So that's why I use that terminology. This means we have to literally take action, take inspired action, take responsibility. That's one of the biggest things. It's like, if this isn't happening in my life, well, think of ways, without being negative with yourself, think of ways that you can take responsibility to take that inspired action to formulate knowledge that can be transferred into like blessings. You're going to hear the word blessings a lot. So that is the Sabian symbol. We're going to go ahead and just move right along with the energy of this new moon in Gemini. All right. So I do have this written down. You're going to see me going up and down a little bit because when I write it, it sounds so good. And I mean, I try to keep on track, but we're going to do a little reading today. All right. So this is the best new moon of the year. Astrologers are saying this everywhere. With a conjunction between Venus and the new moon, it brings solutions to what ails us. Okay. It brings happiness as well to wherever Gemini falls in your chart. Remember, we have 12 houses. Each house represents each part of life, and there's multiple meanings that have correlations. Okay. All right, so the only thing that's standing in our way, and it's not a negative standing in our way, but think about this: when you were a young teenager, again back to that vitality here. You wanted to get out and you want to go out with your friends. But who could, well, in some cases, it could be mom or dad, but we're using the masculine energy of daddy, saddy, or grandma or grandpa, who was standing outside the door. What time are you going to be home? All right, you can't go do this. You can't go do that. That's daddy saddy. Okay. So the only thing that stands in our way is Saturn, making it where we have to dot our I's and cross our T's. So we're going to have a lot of these cool, neat thoughts wherever Gemini falls in our chart in that area of our life, or we're going to have solutions, or it's going to be very active. But Saturn's going to come back around and say, okay, hold on, hold up. We got to calm it down. We got to, take a step back. We need to set this parameter, and it's a good thing. Okay. It's a good thing. Keep that in mind. Mercury is now in Gemini, which is ruled by Gemini. So curiosity, communication, multiple ways of thinking. We also have more conversations with people, more writing, and collectively finding potential solutions. Okay. If you really try, but you're going to have to really embrace that air quality, embrace that air element, and pull it down. Pull it down, ground this week. Okay. There's a lot of mental energy. And as I said at the closer to the beginning of this live, if you're not used to working in the element of air naturally within your chart, you may be a little like mentally stressed right now. Just remember, ground yourself, take a breath work right now. Element of air, breath work, breathing in. You can find breath work techniques on YouTube, okay? And you can always look them up on Google, but generally breath work is just different breathing patterns. We do a little bit of breath work when we do meditation. So, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and then they do different patterns and techniques, and they hold breaths. It's just so much different stuff. So definitely look into the breath work, okay, and grounding ourselves. And we did our releasing and our letting go. We should have done that yesterday and kind of all of last week in terms of the moon cycle, okay, but we're going to get into what the new moon, the little tips and tricks and the things you should be doing in the next 24 hours. All right. So Mercury trines Pluto as well, which can bring secrets to the surface or bring knowledge that we've possessed to the surface from our subconscious. So Pluto is that it can be darker energy. It's also associated with the 12th house, which is the house of the subconscious, our intuition, our secrets. You could be having more dreams right now. If anybody's had any dreams, leave me a comment in the chat here. And also, guys, while you're at it, please give this video a like. And if you hit that share button, you can share it out to people if you like, or if you hit that share button, hit copy, it just throws this farther out in the algorithm. It would be greatly appreciated. All right, so Mercury trining Pluto, which brings secrets to the surface. So reach inward, okay? See what comes out. Journaling is perfect this week, okay? Journaling, even if you haven't journaled in a while, write a letter. Write a letter about what you want to do with your life at this time. Right now, abundance is everywhere. It's just about finding it. Sometimes it's about changing our perspective. We all have abundance in some degree. We all lack in some degree. But right now is really about finding your happiness, your love, and your abundance. Let's see. Welcome in, Autumn Moon. Making sure I haven't missed anybody. Welcome them in. Nope. All right. Jupiter is also in Gemini. So what's Jupiter? He is expanding things. It's the Santa Claus planet. Anything's possible. But it can cause sometimes it can make things kind of too blown out of proportion. Our ideas can get really, really big. So remember, Daddy Saddy's coming back around and saying, hold up. We got to set rules. We got to set regulations. We got to be timely. It's really good to do that. This is the new moon. This is when you set your intentions. This is when you make your plans. This is when you dig a hole and plant the seed. Okay. All right. So, we can get the best ideas if it's in a favorable position for you, right? Some of us might be struggling, and then make sure to write down these ideas, because with Jupiter and Mercury, these ideas can just, they get really big, but then you wake up tomorrow and you're like, what the hell did I even say? Write down write it down. Or wait a minute, somebody broke my crown. Write it down. Okay. All right. And sometimes we can overdo it, right? Never making it to the finish line. That is a part of a Gemini trait. That is me. I have content. I have videos. I have ideas. I am an idea machine. If you need help with an idea, I probably should have just started a business doing that, honestly. Sit me in a room, let me give you ideas, and let me give you solutions to when you tell me why it can't happen, because it can happen. Okay. That's me. Not putting ego in it, just been told that. Figured that out about myself. Also just turned 37. I know some people were guessing in some of my other videos. I just turned 37 last Friday, and a lot of you guys were at that live, and I want to thank you so much. It was super fun. We had a crazy time, but it was a lot of fun. I did readings for the first time on YouTube as well, which tonight will be the second time. So I'm going to pause right there. I got a few more things about the energy, not too much of this new moon. But tonight I will, hey, down south, what's up? Hey, Connie. Yep. So tonight I will be doing 5 free astrological readings. Just because I don't know if I'm going to make it 3 hours tonight with my face and just the antibiotics. I'm kind of putting those off until I'm super close to being done with this, or being done with this live, because they make me very sleepy. I'll be asleep within 30 minutes. I'll be like, ugh, y'all don't want me to see me like that, because I'll go from where I am right now to kind of not doing it tonight. I got to do my new moon practices too. But I am doing 5 free astrological readings. When I prompt you guys, you just say me in the chat. I'm not doing it right now. Okay, we're just going to wait, and I'm going to write your names down. I'm going to put them in my little bead spinner, which I have a bunch of beads. I got stuff to make belly beads, and I got jewelry for days. I got to make. That's a whole nother chapter of my life. But we're going to put those some bitches in here. We're going to pick out your name. We're going to see who gets the free readings, and then I'll be offering $10 card readings for the new moon. And if you like, we can change up the question. I just don't do love questions. That's the only one I don't do. But we're going to focus on this new moon energy. That's the cards I have set up for. Or you can substitute out and do a $10 chart reading. I would prefer to do card readings, but if you want me to do a chart reading, I will. And we're going to get into that very soon, because it's almost time for the horoscopes, guys. All right, so we'll be fascinated. So back to the new moon energy. We'll be fascinated, curious about things involving the mind, thinking. It can bring kind of, exhaustive thinking. So ground yourself, ground yourself. As long as, if air is in a favorable position, though, you might be flying right now. You're having lots of dreams potentially around information resurfacing. And then Daddy Sadie comes in and squares all of that this weekend again. But it shows us, this is the thing, it can bring more structure, and having us ask how to structure the blessings that we receive. Okay, what can astrology do for you? Astrology can show you, because sometimes our minds might not be in the best place. Some of us struggle with depression and anxiety, and when we put those lower vibrational feelings into the mix of this, we hinder our manifestation. And it's hard. It's not easy. We're not meant to be perfect. I do not believe in toxic positivity. Okay, you're going to see me mostly positive on here. I tone everything down for YouTube. But I don't. I've learned that it's a matter of perception and learning how to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, or step outside of your situation and look in, and paying gratitude and being thankful for the things that we do have. When we go without, it does go a long way energetically. All right. Let's see. So don't delay. Take advantage of this time right now. Make sure you're writing down your intentions. It doesn't have to be fancy. Get a piece of scrap paper, write it down, and post it to you. Put post-it note. It could just be a couple things. It could be very detailed. Write it down, because discernment is definitely needed now. With our thoughts all up in the air and this and that going on, we need discernment to wade through the, okay? And this could even be within the news and worldly events as well, which I will not talk about mundane astrology a lot of the times in this. Sometimes I will, but not today, okay? Mundane astrology is like worldly stuff that could happen. This week, just get into the groove. And the Jupiter-Saturn square, so these grand ideas being wrangled in, that Jupiter brings us, these grand things that are happening. Jupiter gives us the rules and regulations to teach us how to receive those blessings. Okay. And right now we're planting seeds. Okay. So the way this works is, every new moon and full moon every new moon and full moon has like a completion cycle. So right now we're in the season of Gemini. Gemini is, the zodiac right now. So it's a new moon in Gemini. The full moon, if I'm not mistaken, should be in Sagittarius. That is the opposing sign. Pretty sure I'm 100% accurate on that. So once the full moon, the next full moon is 6 months away in Gemini. So the next time we will see a moon in Gemini will be in 6 months. So whatever we plant the seeds for today, it can blossom on a bigger level. Whatever you don't succeed at this month, and this is a little tip from my class, guys, that I'll be teaching you guys. Whatever doesn't manifest or happen within like this month, you got to be patient. We got to wait it out. We got to keep adding our goals and our dreams. Things don't happen overnight. Some of us get impatient. Some of us wait a long time. Patience is a virtue. I manifested before I even knew what the hell I was doing. And it was with patience. My key was like, oh my God, I wanted this patio furniture so bad. But you know what? I'm going to wait. And then I would find it. It would be like $500. I'd find it on sale for $100. Patience. It was all about patience and knowing exactly what you want with confidence. So plant your seeds today. The fruition and all the energy that you planted into the seed, into this intention, is going to be a beautiful flower. And by next year, we go back just like the waning phases of the moon. By next year, 12 months, or basically the new moon in Gemini for 2025, you will see what come to fruition with this new moon. I know that sounds like a long game, but some of us are in a long game here. Hey, Dead Serious, what's up, man? All right. And we got Maggie in the house. Welcome, Maggie. Thank you all for hanging around. And let's see. All right. So we went over everything. Rituals or new moon practices, always recommended to bathe either on the dark moon or the new moon. Dark moon was yesterday. That's when there's kind of no moon for a couple days here, right? But then you want to shower. Personally, a lot of people like to do spiritual baths. You can decide what's best for you. I would say shower tonight and take your spiritual baths on the new moon. I'm going to go more into that probably in my class as well. But shower tonight, wash everything off, okay? Get a fresh start. I would even recommend taking a shower before you write down your list, unless you already have. If you cannot, I've talked about this, sometimes we have depression and stuff like that. If you cannot shower, try to shower around the phases of the moon. There's 8 phases in the moon. There's 4 main phases of the moon. And not everybody's physically able just to get and stand in the shower, and I do understand that. But I know some people, I say this all the time, might get ew and grossed out, but this is life. We're all in different areas. We all have different, sets of abilities here. Just make sure you're showering around the new moon, full moon cycles. It really does help, okay? Or bathing, bath, however you do it. Tonight's the night to wash yourself down. Okay. Some people like to light a candle. Some people do not for the new moon. I would recommend if you don't have a black candle, you can use a white candle, but it's preferred to use a black candle. You can set your intentions into that candle. You can put herbs. There's many different ones for many different meanings. But mainly do that and write your intentions down tonight in any way, shape, or form. I will be having a journal that will help with this coming out. I hope by the end of this month. Y'all pray for me. I can get all this done, and that'll start helping you guys. And I might even come out with a different version of it that goes like for the year. So I'm hoping by next lunar phase, like next year, I will actually have a journal that will go for 2025. But I'll always have that blank one that might have something a little touch different to it. I haven't decided yet, but there's you a little bit of information about what I have coming. It's exciting. All right, guys. Y'all have any questions before I get going? Let's see. I'm seeing some stuff come in. Dr. Pepper Zero, yes. And it's the cream soda too. I know some people are like, ew, but I really like this one. I go back and forth. I got an old can. I had one of these earlier. I got to throw away. But yeah, I go back and forth between these. Yep. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been about 10 years ago. It probably would have been hard lemonade. Let's see. Looking through. I'm going to scroll down. Oh, Lord. Wash Scrub-a-dub in the tub. I can't remember that song, though. Let's see. Hey, my mystic journey. We'll be praying for you, honey. Yeah, everybody sends some positive thoughts and prayers to my mystic journey. Thanks for stopping in and saying bye, sweetheart. Or saying hi. I said bye because I put my hand over my mouth. It's awesome. Y'all know. Right, girl, it's time though. Haha. She's psychic because I'm going to take one and I'm on the energy drink right now. I'm sorry to hear you're exhausted, but at the end of the lunar cycle, we do get tired. I hit that about 2 days ago. And then so I guess because it's coming into like my Gemini stuff and that, I was able to kind of come back around and come out of it a little earlier than normal. But normally the last few days of the lunar cycle, which is my month now, I don't normally go by the beginning and the end of the month like Roman calendar. I go by the lunar cycle. That is the beginning and the end of my month. I still obviously have to a degree, but this is the beginning of the month for me. That's okay, crafty one. You can, it is a little, yeah, I started this late, in all honesty. I wanted to start earlier because I normally do my lives at night, but you can still do it. I mean, it lasts for a couple days here, so no stress. You can do, if you want to do any of these things, it's not going to be that big of a deal because you have, yeah, we move into the waning crescent or waxing crescent next, right? You're probably starting in on the waxing crescent. But that's okay. You can still get all of it in. Don't let stuff like that hold you back. I have a new moon journal that I've been practicing so I can teach you guys about this. And sometimes I'll do it a couple days late. And I'm like, you know what? It still works. It's still fine. Hey, Perry, welcome. Let's see. Hey, Kristen, welcome, welcome. All right, my mystic journey. Take care, honey. Yeah. This man got a cooler, an energy drink cooler for his birthday, y'all. Yeah, that used to be my jam. It gave me heart palpitations though, and I learned why. Because it does something to where it spikes you up and it creates a ceiling effect for your adrenaline. And instead of letting your adrenaline go out, it caps it in. So that's why like people have had really crazy interactions with it. I drank it for like 6 months and I got little packets that I have one every day, but I had to stop. But that is my weakness, Celsius. I love that. All right, all right. Yeah, those are good too. Ooh, yeah. I could, Grandma Sherry, I don't know if you're talking about what you're referring to, but if you're speaking of like the astrology stuff, if I had birth date and stuff, if I was to pull your chart, for example, I could make that happen. It is a little different, and I'm still learning about Southern Hemisphere astrology, but yeah, that could be possible. Sweet tea, yeah. That's always good. I'm glad you like your fridge. Yep. Yesterday was Riley's birthday with Down South Supernatural. All right. Well, we stretch it out. I did a lot of chatting and a lot of talking. Ugh. Ugh. I got to put my psychic skills to use. I do have obviously help because I'm using cards. I'm not doing it all through channels. And we're going to roll right along. Okay. My old tail turned 37. My hip fell off, or my leg fell off. My arm looks like this now. I'm kidding. All right, I got my air conditioner on in the back, guys. I'm sorry if you can hear it, but it is a little warm here today. All right, so I've got a bunch of cards today. So different decks, but I brought in some more decks in case anybody wanted to do a reading. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do the horoscopes. You can use your sun, moon, or rising sign. Those are your big three. If you don't know what your sun, moon, or rising sign is, there is websites you can go to and put in your birth date, your birthplace, and your birth time, and it will give you your astrology. Now, it might differ a little tiny bit depending on what type of astrology you're using. Some people use whole house signs. Some people use like True Blue astrology. I use True Blue astrology. It's probably not, you know, it's not the recommended way to do it, but it's the most accurate. Okay, it's recommended for like the general public like this to use whole house astrology, but it just shifts everything over to one house. And when all of my stuff shift over to my first house, it does not fit me at all. At all. So I always stay with the True Blue Western tropical zodiac astrology. So some places will tell you like, you know, you might have, or you could be born on the cusp too. So some people use like the rising sign, the cusp of two houses. You might find that your rising sign is different, and even sometimes your moon sign, but generally it's your rising sign. But yeah, whatever you know your sun, moon, or rising sign to be, your rising, it could be your most accurate. The sun is your career, your purpose, your outward personality, the masculine energy. The moon is your subconscious, your intuition, your nurturing side, you know, that's the feminine energy. And then your rising sign is the direction that you're heading. So you can use all three of these to kind of collectively put some stuff together as to what's going on with the horoscopes. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to talk about Aries, sun, moon, or rising sign. So I'll be using a couple decks. I did bring in a new Moonology deck today. It's the one that Yasmin Boland, I think that's her name. But she does the Moonology. That's where I learned about Moonology from. This is a little bit of Moonology here. She did trademark that, though. I think she did. Well, maybe not. Like, she did trademark her cards, of course, and stuff, but I don't know if she trademarked the name Moonology. But that is kind of what I do. It's a mix. When you talk about the moon in astrology, it is Moonology. Okay? All right. So we got one card for Aries, sun, moon, or rising. I think I'm going to use these color cards today, too. I like these color cards. All right. So, and I'll be putting these back, of course. I got 3 of those. I'm just going to take it. And then let's use my deck, which is the spiritual guidance deck, to finish it off for Aries, sun, moon, or rising sign. Let's see. Yes, Queen of Hearts, Aries, where it's the first. When I go where I've memorized the zodiac, Aries is always the first because it is ruled by the first house and it is the first zodiac. And Aries, you know, don't start until, what is it, March and April. That is the beginning of the astrological year. So March, April, and whoop, there it went. Whoop, there it is. That's the beginning. So, and that's when you start like your new lunar phases too. That's the beginning of the lunar year. Yeah, Connie. So I think I have all of her decks now. I don't have the boxes. I'll send you some pictures of them, but I enjoy them a lot. All right, and I'm going to save. This is the new Moonology deck. So if anybody wants, I'm going to say this for anybody that's new, because I see some more people have joined in. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Edna. Yeah, it is, Cassie. It's the real start of the year in terms of astrological energy and stuff. So yeah, definitely going to be looking forward to that next year in terms of the things that I'll be creating and stuff. So what I'm doing tonight, I've just started the Aries horoscopes. Okay. So if you want to go back and hear about the energy and all of like kind of special announcements that I have, including we just dropped a new merch store for our Appalachian Nightmare, my new YouTube channel. Everything that I talk about is in the description box, including pay links. Donations are appreciated, but not, you know, it's not a big deal if you can't. I had a great birthday. Y'all made my birthday special. I had a lot of fun. Like, I know I just did all that. Again, I do this stuff, the astrology readings for free, and a way to give back to you guys. I've got 5 astrology readings in me tonight, and I'm going to pull them out of a hat. So when I prompt you after the end of these horoscopes, we can put your name. I got a little bead spinner. I'm going to put your name in that, and I'm going to pick 5 people out. And then if you want, I'm going to be offering $10 new moon card reading, mini readings. So it'll be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, depending on how much Spirit has to say. All the pay links are in the description box of this video down below. Yeah. So that's what we're doing tonight. I'm changing it up just a little bit. And I might do this more often. And I'll add, I'll never probably do any less than 5 pulls or readings, but I'm getting more people. Like when I started doing this, I only had like 10 people watching. Now I'm averaging anywhere from 20 to 30. There's no way I can get through everybody's chart anymore, and that's the only way I know how it's fair. And I might even rotate out names, like, I don't know. We'll talk about it. I don't know yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. Look, that's that energy I was telling you about everywhere, but I can flow into it because I have this sun air sign. So I love it as long as I can remember what the hell I'm saying, right? All right, so I've already got the cards pulled for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, so the very first thing is a new moon in Capricorn. All right, so that new moon planting seed energy, it says step up and lead. So, you know what I forgot to do, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising? I forgot to see what house it is in. And I've got to do that, because if I don't, then I can't give you the full astrological details. So give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. I know I'm slacking. I'm slacking today. It won't take but just 1 sec. Maybe if my tablet wants to work here, I might have to close out, because I use my Apple tablet and my phone's a Samsung, but I still like Google better. I use Google for everything. All right, here we go. All right. I'm going to hit the transits here. What am I doing? Oh, I need to hit cycles. Duh. All right. We are in June. All right. I got it pulled up. All right. So where is Aries at on this chart here now? All right. So Aries in mine is mostly in the 10th house. It's kind of hitting a tidbit of the 9th, mostly the 10th. So their 10th house, what is that? Oh, and I need to put up my cheat sheet, because sometimes I can name off several of them, but I want to make sure I get all of them for people that may not know. Real quick. I always pull up my cheat sheet. All right. Bear with me 1 more sec, guys. All right. All right. So Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is taking place right now, for in the sky right now. It is in the 10th house. So mostly. So that is your career, your purpose, your public image, your reputation, things of the such like that. So mingling with people. Okay. This is where our midheaven sits as well. So it's really your outer is sitting between in the midheaven with your outer personality. So in your career, it might be time to step up and take the lead. Okay. So new moon, planting seeds, right? But also while you're doing that, you got to have your confidence. Okay. Confidence is going to be key, and the strength. That means that you might have somebody, I feel spiritually, you might have somebody button heads with you with either your reputation, your career, stuff like that, even masculine energy right now. It can represent the father as well. So there's one thing to keep in consideration, and grounding out of my deck. So we talked about that, how important grounding is going to be through all of this. This is going to keep your Aries temper down a little bit. Just breathe, spirit saying, breathe, right? And remember to rest through all this. And you know what? I want to pull another card for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let's grab, where's the meet? There we go. We're going to use this one. So yeah, definitely take your time, but it's asking you to step up and lead the situation. Don't let people belittle you. Don't let people tell you, kind of push you around, right? Y'all already don't, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but sometimes you get put in a predicament. Right now, it's time to firmly stand your ground, okay, in that 10th house area, and leave whatever happened, leave it behind you. You're having this last quarter moon energy coming in, which means let go, let God. Just step up and take the lead, take the responsibility, and do what it is that you have to do. Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right. Let's see. Hey, Manic. Manic. I said it right last time. I probably butchered it this time. All right. And as always, if that resonated with you in some way, because, I try to do these pretty fast because there's 12 of them. And this is just for the week. So I think I wrote it down. It's June 14th. So these horoscopes will kind of manifest from today throughout June 14th. So if it hasn't happened yet, be on the lookout, okay, in that energy of that 10th house. All right, we're going to be going upwards. So we're moving into like 10th, 11th house energy for Taurus, sun, moon, or rising sign. Again, your sun is your purpose, your career, your masculine, your outward personality. Your moon is your inward personality. It's your subconscious. It's your intuition. It's your feminine, your nurturing energy. And your rising sign is the direction you're heading. Okay. So we're going to be moving into a little schmidget between our public relations and that 11th house energy, which is groups, friends, internet, awareness, aliens. You might say alien this week. Just kidding, but it does rule aliens too. Technology, hopes, wishes. It is the water bearer. It's the air, right? It's an air sign. It's in an air sign in the 11th house. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. My children. She was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." She wanted her white nail polish back because I just did me nails and I did a really good job at them. But you know what? It didn't cost any money. I didn't spend $80 on them. Ain't got no time for that. Maybe every once in a while I'll do my nails. Anyways, back to the Taurus. We're going in the 11th house, which is groups, friends, the internet, stuff like that. That shindig. Yes. I get that, Queen of Hearts. Pay attention to this. If you know your moon sign and if you know your rising sign, maybe that'll give you some answers too. And maybe tonight, if you're able to hang around, I've got 11 more to do horoscope wise. I'm going to go through them pretty quick so I can do the 5 charts. And if anybody wants card readings at the end, we'll do that. So we might get some answers there, Queen of Hearts, on how maybe that can help you. All right. Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. These cards want to be sticky today. Y'all need to quit sticking together. Got to aerate your cards. Little bit of aeration there. All right. What message do we have for Taurus, sun, moon, or rising around groups, friends, internet? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Technology, wishes, the future. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. And we'll do a couple of the energy. They're kind of like chakra energy cards or color cards for colors. I associate them with chakras sometimes too. So pay attention to the colors of these color cards too. Ooh, that will come out quick. We got anything else, Spirit? Oh, yeah, we do. We sure do. All right, and one of mine. So we're doing 2 of the Moonology cards. We're doing 2 of the color cards and at least 1 and or 2 if it pops out of my personal deck that I hope to have in print in another couple years. Maybe one day, right? That's what you got to do. You got to plan. Got to plan right now. All right, so taking place in around groups, friends, social awareness, technology, hopes, wishes, dreams, future, aliens. Just kidding. But you never know, right? All right. So we have another new moon card. That new moon energy is present with this Taurus horoscope. It says, think it through. New moon in Gemini. Taurus, you got the card of the day because this is the phase that we are currently in. We're all encouraged, not just Taurus, right? In terms of our social groups and stuff of the such, or even our future. It's time to think it through. for everybody, but specifically, evidently, Spirit wants you, Taurus, to think it through in your groups. And then new moon, oh, yeah, another new moon energy in, see, I can't make this up. I mean, literally, this is why I use this deck. It's amazing for the work that I do. Go for it, right? Think it through and go for it. Follow your heart. You know, that's another grounding thing. Taurus is very much a grounding sign. You're the bull. Sometimes you want to charge into things, right? But it's time to really think it through, but then charge like a bull and go for it, right? Make just decisions. All up in the air. Daddy Saddy's coming back in. All right. It's going to be around your creativity. Okay. Purple. This is high vibrational energy. And cleanse. This is a muted blue. So cleansing is good, but in terms of like our aura or like our chakra colors, you want to see it brighter than this. You want it flowing more. So it's time to cleanse to get to that creativity. You're going to do it through shadow work. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Just make sure you think it through in terms of your future, your wishes, your goals, hopes, and dreams, and technology, and groups, and friends, and the internet. Think it through. If you got a troll, think it through. Okay, think it through. Don't keyboard warrior back. Think it through. That was a joke at the end, but you never know. It might happen, right? All right, so I'm going to put back the color cards. I sit aside my other cards. Okay. Oh, dang. I ain't using my astrology cards today. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but I am not. Let me readjust my legs here. Oh, man. The knees. All right. So if any Tauruses, Sun, Moon, or Rising are in the chat. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Yeah, sometimes it is. Yep, that's true. That's very true. All right, we're moving on to the zodiac, technically the zodiac of the month here. The ones that are having the birthdays, all the Geminis, happy birthday to all of the Geminis, or happy early or belated birthday. All right, so we're going to move into Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Asking Divine Spirit of the Most High any information for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Got one. There we go. That's a little too many. I'll take one more, please. There it is. Thank you. All right. We'll do one or two of mine. And then the color cards. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is taking place in the 12th and 1st houses. This is kind of where it gets off a little bit. Technically, if you were doing whole signs, it would be in the 1st house, right? But where I use like the true astrology to the tropical zodiac, it's taking place in like in between the 11th and 12th house. But we're going to say for all purposes, it's the 12th, moving into that, you know, that 1st house there. But it's still accurate. That's one thing about astrology. It's very interesting. Yes, Gemini. I got 2 cards out of my deck for you. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Oh, Rochelle, you were just on Gemini. I think she's a triple air. I know there's a lot of Aquarius. Is it Libra or is that Emily? Y'all, she has an air. I don't know. I try to keep up. I got it all in my chart, though. All right. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right. So Spirit's asking us full moon energy in Capricorn. So that means Capricorn is that working hard energy, that determination. Full moon means illuminating that determination, but it's time to take a reality check. That's probably good information for a Gemini, because all this Geminiing around here, we need to take a reality check. We need to be brought back down to earth. We need to be grounded by that Capricorn energy, the Capricornian energy, which is an earth sign. So ground yourself, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And then we have that 1st quarter moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is our opposing sign, right? Opposing can be good, though. Positive and negative sometimes mesh well together. And I mean, my kids are Sagittariuses. They drive me crazy sometimes, but it's fine, right? But we have that 1st quarter moon. So this is when problems arise. This is when challenges arise. And this is when it's time to kind of like really bust through. But we have that, you know, that Capricorn working hard energy illuminating what it is, at least. And it says, believe in your good luck. Things are not too good to be true. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Again, this horoscope's good for today through June 14th, associated with the energy that I described above. So if you come here just for the horoscopes and you did not listen to the meat of the subject, which I go back, watch, and insert timestamps almost every single time, you need to go back and listen to what this new moon is all about and kind of apply that energy to it as well. And it'll make a lot more sense. All right. So it's time to break habits too. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, because there's a change in season coming here. Changes in season means that, you know, times are changing. You have to make fast reactions here, because it's going to bring happiness, whatever you choose, whatever you come back down to reality from. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Balance it's going to bring, but be careful not to get angry, because there is that daddy saddy energy coming in and kind of holding you back and holding down your airtime right now. Literally, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this is taking place in the 12th house. I did forget to mention that. The 12th house is like our subconscious. It is the house of meditation, the house of secrets too, the house of self-undoing. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, it could be a little challenging or taxing right now. More keywords is just kind of the afterlife, what's hidden in limiting belief systems. It's time to crack through those limiting belief systems. Believe that you can. I'm pretty sure, what did it say? Believe in your good luck. You got to own that shit. If you don't own the good luck and your perception is off, we cast away our beliefs and our manifestations. All right. So that was Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to move right along to Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So this is my other two, my big three. I'm a Gemini double Cancer. All right. All right. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Woo. I got, oh, that's too many. I'm only taking 2 of these. Still gives me 3. If I get 3 the next time, I'm just going to take it. 3, 3, 3. I guess I'll take it. All right, here we go. We're going to have 3 of these types of cards. And then we'll go ahead and do the color cards next. Again, pay attention to the color. Think about what it invokes. If you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, do you have another one for me? Divine Spirit, please. And then we'll pull one of mine. And if you were a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, let me know if that resonated with you in the comments. Yeah, I got a little bit of air in me too. It can make us that way sometimes, for sure. Yes. Capricorn. Yes. Whoop, there we go. All right. That was 3. Well, 3 and 3. And then we'll pull one from my deck for the spiritual guidance part. This is taking place in the house of self, so the first house. House of self, appearance, beginnings, the body, the identity, first impressions, the ego, to be the house of the ego. But it's the house of self, self-awareness. In the first house, in my spiritual guidance cards. Thank you so much. I got 2 for that. So there's something big here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, taking place in the house of self. The house of self. How do I want to do this? Okay, I like how it was set up. So last quarter moon energy, it's time to let go. It's time to take a breath, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right. And we have another last quarter. So a lot of endings here. Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So this literally telling Capricorn, I'm sorry, Cancer people. I haven't been saying Capricorn. I meant Cancer. If I say Capricorn, we are actually on Cancer. Gotta ground myself. Just growing roots. I'm growing roots out of my tailbone, straight into the earth, and I'm just letting it all go to ground. Okay. All right. So, and I'm a Cancer rising and a Cancer moon. So I need to take a breather. Last quarter moon. Things are coming to an end. Clear your mind. Last quarter moon in Gemini. right? So, and you've got the Cancer energy and the Gemini energy in this. So this might be for me, shit. All right. And then full moon in Aries. So we have that cool your emotions, full moon illuminating that all those emotions that Aries carries, that ram energy. It's time to chill. It's time to take a chill pill, Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, because something has been causing you a lot of sadness, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of anger regarding the first house self, right? Sadness. You see how deep blue this is? This is not the color of your chakra. It's not the color of your throat chakra, right? That you want it to be, for example. The anxiety, it's like really limey. It looks more yellow in here, but it looks lime in person. And that anxiety, that tense energy, Capricorn sun, Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, and the anger, right? But we got some spiritual guidance questions in the house of self. Could be the way you view yourself. Could be mad at yourself for not getting something done. There's just, and that's something coming through from spirit. So I will say that as well, because you have your soul family to support you, Cancer, sun, moon, and rising, and you have the trauma blockage here. It's time to release that trauma blockage. I can relate to some of this myself. Is it hitting on every single thing? No, but this is general horoscopes, right? But I can definitely relate to my Gemini and my Cancer reading, even though I'm doing it for myself. All right, moving on to Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Yeah, it was 91 here today. The hottest I think it's been. All right, Leo, sun, moon, or rising. This is our fire. Leo's here. Big hearts, big fire, big personalities. This is the second house of your personal values, including how you value yourself. It also can be, I believe, your assets. I'm missing some keywords here. It's been a month since I've even used these keywords. Yeah, money, income, your values, material possessions, assets, and how you value yourself. Leo, sun, moon, or rising. So you're going to notice some of this energy right now in the second house, which is what I just described. Okay, so whoops, too many. Let's see. I think we got, yeah. Spirius. All right, Leo, sun, moon, or rising. I've got two of those cards. Let's really give this deck a shuffle here, because I am replacing these these color cards with the emotions and feelings and stuff like that back into the deck. All right, Leo, sun, moon, or rising. We got you. Here we go. Come on. One more, maybe not. I'll take it. It was on the top. It flipped over. So one more. It flipped over in my hand. Well, it's actually three. We'll take it anyways. All right. So in the house of your values, your could be work too, money, like money from work, and how you value yourself. Also can be your work ethic too. But we look at the 10th house for career, right, and long term career, but it's money basically, and stuff of the such. All right. Last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. Something has been off, Leo, sun, moon, or rising, about your finances or about even the way that you value yourself. And new moon in Cancer. So we do have a little new moon energy coming in here. It's asking you to relax. Things are going to work out just fine, is literally what Spirit just said to me. One of my cards is sunrise. Sunrise means tomorrow is another day. The sun is going to rise. There is a new beginning coming for your income and your possessions, or the way that you value yourself. Let's see. Through determination, right, Leo, and your sweetness, because Leo, you have the big heart, and making sure you're getting the rest that you need, because it's saying rest. Relax, okay? Make sure it's all going to work out. There's no need. This is the thought form card, right? But this is not a paranormal reading. So thought form card means, thinking. Formulate your thoughts, how you can take action, plant those new moon seeds, and see how you can work through matters involving your possessions, money, and the way you value yourself. So that is the horoscope for Leo, sun, moon, and rising sign. All right, all right. Moving right along. We've got Virgo up next. Virgo, 110. Boy, we had a big heat day, didn't we? You're welcome, dear. I hope it made sense, Cassie. All right. Put in that Virgo energy, that neat and tidy energy, and that earth energy. The Virgos take care of us. They nurse us back to health. What house? In the third house of communication, which is ruled by Mercury. So there's communication, thinking, siblings, social activities, neighbors, interest in early education. So that's early education basically is for like chart readings and stuff like that. I'll stick with 2 there. Spirit said stop. All right, so now we're doing Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising again in the third house, which I just described. Those characteristics or archetypes. And it is your Sun is your purpose, your career, your outward personality, your masculine energy. The Moon, ooh, I got one already turned over. I'm going to take it. I normally take those. Excuse me if I feel drawn to do it, but the Moon is your intuition, it's your nurturing, it's your subconscious. It is what's inside, right? It is our internal. And then your rising sign is the direction that you're heading. All right, so I got one of those. And now we're going to need these color cards, y'all. I got one. Oh, no, I just did color cards. I'm going to put that one back because I already pulled 2. It's my cards. All right, so I'm going to shuffle these one good time. Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And we'll get to the reading. Bam. Do I need one more? Potentially. I'll take it. Thank you. All right. Y'all are talking about some hot weather. It was 91 here in North Kakalaki. All right. Around communications between our siblings, could be thinking, could be writing projects, social activities, interest, your neighbors, okay? Anything that involves the mind and thinking. There's some stuff coming through here, and it seems like it's involving a lot of the mind and thinking right now for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We're going to start here, full moon in Scorpio, so illuminating those murky waters of the inner world of Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. This could be fights with siblings. This could be fighting yourself with the way you think and the things you're trying to get done, or your neighbors, or something of the such like that, right? And the first quarter moon in Aries, problems are arising around some of these situations, potentially Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Step into your power. Step into your power, because it's bringing you a lot of frustration, okay? Which is bringing up trauma blockages from the past. There's something coming up from the past. And what is needed to remedy this for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Risings is a good cleansing. Okay. Ground yourself again. Ground right now. And self-reflection. Virgo, you are an earth sign. You may be struggling with this time period. It might not just be within the third house. This is just, how I do this particular horoscope. This could speak to you in other parts of your life too. So, just take whatever resonates and leave behind what does not for everyone else. But I feel this one very strongly, like the energy is really speaking to somebody in this chat or somebody that will watch this video. And that's a no cap statement. Like I feel the pull. It's almost like I'm speaking directly to one of you. So self-reflection is really big right now. You're earth sign, we're in air, right? We're in this air world right now. Like water world, well, right now it's air world. We're all up in the clouds. So you're struggling right now to stay grounded, but it will happen. And that's the words that come out. That's the words that somebody needed to hear. It will happen. The smoke will clear. That's the word Spirit wanted me to use. Spirit comes in and out for different ones of these, depending. Like sometimes it's a little more stronger than others. And I've learned that when I'm doing these horoscopes, that means somebody in particular is going to watch this and needs to hear that. Good deal. All right. All right, Dead Series. Thanks for staying. I appreciate you being here. All right. Peace out, homie. Yeah. I'm in my robe. I just got like a little shirt on underneath it, my robe, and I wore pants this time. Just checking this out since we're halfway through. We have 6 more horoscopes to go. Going by pretty quick. I'm only an hour and 19 minutes in. Thank you, Gemini season. Thank you, because I'm like, blah, 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 blah. We'll see if I crash later. My neighbor's a creepy old man. Oh, Lord. Good deal. I'm glad that it resonated, Brittany. Yes. See you later. Talking to, all right. All right. I felt it. I felt it. Grandma Sherry says, talking to me. All right. Yes. All right. We are now moving into Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign in the 4th house of home, roots, family, self-care, your emotions. It is ruled by Cancer. The 4th house is ruled by Cancer. That is your intuition too, darlings, darlings. Some spirit guides coming through. That's interesting. The darling. I don't know whoever said that. If anybody, I'm sure multiple people have said that throughout certain people's lives, but it's a certain voice, and it sounds like that old movie, darling. I've noticed that too. Whoop. Oh, wow. Nice, Karen. That's awesome. I got that joke. I got that joke, Psychic Sleuth. Oh, all right. All right. All right, Libra, that is an air sign. So either Libra, you might be flowing right along. You might be weighing your options real good with this daddy saddy energy. I feel like I want to groove a little bit. Oh no, it's weird. I always pay attention when you're intuitive, even if you don't have to be a big fat psychic medium astrologer that talks to dead people all the time. You don't have to do that to be intuitive, guys. Sometimes when these thoughts enter our head that we thought were just our own weird thoughts, sometimes they can be. But like when you hear music, if you wake up with a song in your head, that's spirit talking to you. If you say something out of the norm, like or in a different context, and you're talking to one of your friends, you can practice by asking, like, do you know why I said that? Does that mean anything to you? Like, it's just subtle hints that we pick up on, right? All right. So this is in the home and the family, our roots, where we came from. Okay. Glad to hear you got rain, Mac. We talked about that last live, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Yep. That's what happened to me and Cassie the other day. Every time I thought of Cassie, I thought of that song. It was a fun song. I used to shake my butt and watch myself. I shook my butt and I showed y'all what I'm working with like 20 years ago. Like I said, I'd break it if I shook it today that fast like I used to. Y'all are welcome for that song in your head now. It's like, hey, pow, get it out of here. Never again. All right. Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. All right. No, wait a minute. Sorry. Tits. You know, I say tits when I mess up. Okay. That's just something I've done for a long time now. Libra. Sun, moon, or rising. Uh-oh, you got that full moon energy in your home court here, Libra. Find a balance, yo. Find a balance. It is time to find a balance in your root, home, family, where you come from, right? And it is the full moon. So illuminating that energy, first quarter moon, you might be finding some issues, okay? And it says assess the situation around your roots, home, and family. There is a balance to be found, okay? But proceed with caution. It's definitely something you might want to tiptoe around. I hear that there's somebody that's emotionally fragile right now that you're really trying to cater to. And Spirit may be asking you not to cater so much, but just be clear and concise. I don't know why I want to say this with a person or something at home. There's something happening there. There is a balance that is needed. And I got the cleanse card for the third time. There's a lot of cleansing going on right now for you guys. I personally believe the people that watch this video, either in playback or live, that I literally am reading for you guys. Spirit already knows who's going to watch this, and it's going to relate to somebody. We also have the Align with Nature card. So to find that balance, and to figure out how to proceed with caution, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and to find that balance, right, and assess the situation, spend some time outside. It is getting warm. It is getting hot, but, maybe go swimming. Maybe enjoy a day out in the water somewhere. The water. It's definitely going to be worth it. But again, this is surrounding your home, your family, your roots, kind of where you come from. So, and our roots also can be our inner self. So this is down there with that, the I see. So, and that is, our inner selves as well. But it is your roots, and it can be your trauma, your family trauma too. Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Yes, I make it. Does everybody have a song in their head now because of the little thing? Let me know what song's in your head right now. That was Libra tits. They need balancing. Sorry. See, I told y'all it takes about an hour and a half, and then I start losing my composure. Okay. But it's always funny, at least. It's not too bad, right? Yes. Yes. Remember to, hey, yeah, wash it off. I always say hi to whomever is making me sing first thing in the morning. It's usually my dad's favorite song. Yeah, I've had my grandma. Yes. Girl, you looks good. You know, what's the rest. Awesome. Yeah, house cleansing too. Good point. Good point, Autumn. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sherry. Throw a rock at it. Make it stop. I can still listen to it, just, you know, not more than like twice in a year. Even the guy that sings it, what's his name? 3000 something? I forget. He don't even want to sing it anymore. I'm gonna put that back up there. I want to go swimming. We have a water park near where I live, and I really want to take the kids this year. Um, we're going to practice. Oh, a couple of them are little rough swimmers. They can swim, but just not as good as I'd like them to. So we got to practice in a pool, a bigger pool. Because if I had one here, it would never be kept up properly. I gave up on buying nice things with children a long time ago. We have nice things, but not like super nice things because it eventually gets like popped, or they don't make things like they used to. So we're just going to go swim in somebody else's pool that's maintenance and taken care of, and then we're going to go to the water park, right? Okay. Wait till get a tidbit older. Maybe, hopefully, before they grow up and get out of the house. My goal with my kids, the ultimate like vacation that I'm trying to manifest, is Epic Universe, and I want to take them maybe in a year. Oh, it don't open till next year, a couple years from now. So I have time to start saving a little here and there. I want to go to Epic Universe and go to Mario World and all those fun places because it's celestial themed, and they have portals you walk in through and stuff. It's going to be amazing. But I am a Mario girl. I will whoop somebody's you know what in Mario. Break it down, bitch. Okay, I'll kick your ass. Anybody take me up on that offer? Or is anybody super offended? I apologize. I apologize. Okay, we're going to get back to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising sign. This is YouTube's fault. We can't have music. Hey, actually, on our videos, we can choose like famous music, but choosing the famous music, they get part of, if you're monetized, they get part of your money or all of your money for that video just by using their song. So it's not worth it. Okay. All right. Well, That was a lot of shuffling for that one, and only one came out. But it come out, that happens for a reason sometimes. All right. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising sign. Thanks, Hazel. Yes, Mario. I'm telling you, we can do it on the Super Nintendo. We can do it on the regular Nintendo. I don't care. I'll do it on Switch. I'll do it on my phone. That and it's Top Gear or something like that, a racing game they used to have on Super Nintendo. I picked that up after not playing it for 15 years and still won first place. That's all I ever had though, was like 3 video games as a kid, because it was a Super Nintendo, and I think I ended up getting like a GameCube eventually, but I just, it's not something I really had as a kid as much, so I got really used to those games. All right, now, Spirit, I'm not concentrating. They're like, concentrate. Okay. Scorpio, sun and moon, or rising, please, and thank you. All right, this is taking place in your 5th house, ladies and gentlemen. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, we have... So, romance, things that bring you pleasure, your creativity. Also, could be fertility, childlike joy, or children, either of your own or somebody else's, and self-expression. So, creativity in general and what brings you pleasure. Oh, I'm sorry, Connie. If you want to, just skip back. I've been talking junk for like the last 5 minutes, so I'm sure if you skip back to like 120, 122, and listen and then catch up, because I'll probably take another little break, and the intermission, you won't be too far behind. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. And if I'm putting all that work in a video, I'm getting the AdSense money. They can kiss it. Probably. I probably could. Yes. I remember playing that a few times. I didn't have that system, the Sega, but Sega Genesis, but that is really cool. Yeah, I get that. And the only thing you can do is the royalty free stuff. And the only thing I know about royalty free music, unless you're using like that feature that I was just talking about, Rochelle, is you got to put it in the description box with like upbeat and stuff like that. But that's the only thing I really know about that. And it sucks because I need music, but luckily he does music. So, but I have to get him to do the music, because, you know how that goes when you ask. Anyways, I'm going to keep that there. It's a feeling thing. Got to be in the feels to create music. But he does. He gets on these kicks where he'll create music and stuff like that. So he told me he's going to make us some stuff. All right. Scorpio. Hopefully Connie had a little time to catch up too with her Libra. Excuse me. All right. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising sign. It says lighten up. Okay, last quarter, time to let go. Moon in Leo. It's time to let go what is ailing your heart right now. Venus is bringing that love in. You're figuring out ways to heal your heart, but you have to do that, Scorpio, by releasing control, because Scorpio is notorious for trying to control the subject. And that's just who you are. It's not always a negative trait. Sometimes it's good to take control, but there is a balance here, and it's time to lighten up, okay? And first quarter, release control. That is hard for you, and that is in Taurus. So ground yourself. Leo is a fire sign. Scorpio is a water sign. You've got your fire and you got your earth here to kind of like, you've been scorched, basically. Your heart may have been scorched, and this is in romance, love, creativity, like fun. Like, you're gonna have fun, okay? Things are being illuminated right now in that area of the 5th house of your creativity. Like, and it might be one thing to do is you may want to start doing creative things to help you heal from anything, because you need to stop it. Whatever it is you're doing right now, it could be self-doubt. It could be just going on about, it's almost like a bickering almost. Just Spirit says, stop that. Okay. Karma will. People that deserve, I don't want to say it that way, but y'all know where I'm going with this. Karma's and you know what, right? Sometimes by not letting go, we create our own karma. By not staying in that place of love, we can get mad. We're human. It's okay to get upset. But sometimes we just have to let things go, right? And you're getting that illumination here. Um, no, first quarter moon. Yeah, release control, right? We have to let go, let God, right? And first quarter moon is building up that light to release control. So you have that lunation coming, and Spirit saying by the full moon, things will settle down. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising in that house of romance, love affairs, play, creativity, self expression, children. Okay. It's feeling like kind of a romantical read, though, for me. I'm going to have to speed this up because I've already got to go to the restroom and I really don't want to get all this stuff up. So I know that's awful. It's because I drank the Dr. Pepper, but it makes my world taste better. So I don't know what to do about that. They need, never mind. I'll tell y'all later about this. A funny joke. I think I've seen it where they have like the streamers that they have the chairs. They talk about joking how they have the potty right there or whatever. Anyways, yeah, that would be awful. Be gross. People probably do that though. I wonder if somebody's ever done that. Ooh. See, look, Gemini mind everywhere. Rando stuff. Random stuff. Okie dokie. And Queen of Hearts, what I'm going to do is I'm at Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So I have 4 more to do. As soon as I get done with these horoscopes, I'm going to take names for those that want to be put in the little spinny wheel, and we'll pull out names one by one, and I'll look at your charts. I've got a lot of people in the chat right now. I already have your chart information. I'll go ahead and preface this. If your name gets drawn for one of the 5 free chart readings, we're going to go a little bit deeper into the energy of what this new moon means for you. Then if you know that you haven't gave me your birth date or birth time information, be sure to either email me at LuminaryLunaBeams@gmail.com. That is in the description box, or I'll try to type it in here in just a second too, but you can find it. You can copy and paste it, or you can type in LuminaryLunaBeams@gmail.com. I'll need your birth information, or if you feel comfortable, you can put it in the chat. So your birth information for an astrology reading, if I don't already have it, if you get picked, is your birth date, your birth time, and your birthplace. So you have to be willing to share that information for me to give you an accurate reading. You do not know your birth time, then you can give me a roundabout that you think. And if you're not even sure, we'll just use 12 p.m. lunchtime. Okay, look, ridiculous, right? I'm on antibiotics. I have to drink a lot of water. I needed that. All right. All right. All right. We are on to Sagittarius. And then let's see. Ooh, there's a lot of messages I missed. Bye, Crafty One. Thank you for being here. Oh, yeah, it's 5. Yeah. Have a good night. I know she's probably gone. Okay. Sounds good. Please do. And I will have the timestamps. It might take me. Sometimes I have them out. I'll generally take a little break after the live, and then I'll do it over the next couple hours while I'm doing other things. I'll just kind of listen. So the timestamps will be on here for sure. All right. Oh, wow, Cassie. Yeah, yeah. I had to think about that one for a second, too. Yes, Sag is coming next. I'm glad, Perry. I'm glad it resonated. That's right. What comment? Oh, y'all, I don't need to take any comments off, I guess, because y'all got the stick of approval there. That's what she said. Oops. Yep. Hour and 38 minutes. All right, Manic. We'll see you soon. I'm glad you made it too. Nope, I'll be doing the drawing right after. All right, all right, all right. We got 4 more horoscopes. This is Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. So you can look at any of those. Sagittarius. Whoop. Some of the same cards are coming out and of this color deck, and they are UV laminated. And it's so, I mean, it could have something to do with it, but no, I think it's the energy. It's just generally the energy, or in general, genuinely. Cleanse, illuminate, and cleanse again come out. I just shuffled these. Wow. Yeah, we're going to take one more. Okay. Okay. And this is happening in the 6th house for Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. We're going to go ahead and grab my deck too. That is health, fitness. It's your daily routine, your work habits, your organization, sense of usefulness, like your service to the world, basically. Okay. How are you of service to others? Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, which is got some 6th house energy right now, which I just described. And this is surrounding the information I shared at the beginning of the video. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay. Something wants to be said. That flew like wings. Like I always pad. That shit has wings. It went. Okay. Bad joke of the night. Womp, womp, womp. One day I'll get sound effects. Or is that too cheesy for an astrology channel? It's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. All right. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. We've got first quarter moon energy. So, release the blocks. And it's a first quarter moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is water. It is the murky water. It is the swamp. Sometimes we have to find those blockages. But again, from what I was saying earlier, the Pluto, I think it was Pluto trine Mercury is what I said for the transit earlier. That's bringing to surface some things. We're still dealing with some past trauma. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. It could be around your health, your fitness, your what are you doing as a service to others, like your work habits. It could be something to do with that. And it's even saying to me, I say it, but Spirit saying to me like self. There's something going on with the self here. All right. And then again, first quarter moon is that like turning point where we have to figure out and decide, right? Last quarter moon in Sagittarius. So you did get one of your cards. So, because this is sun, moon, or rising for Sagittarius, practice gratitude. Gratitude always goes a long way. And even when things like when the going gets tough or we get lemons, we got to think about our blessings. And that is also what this moon is about. Remember, we're super blessed. Release anything that comes to the surface over the next week until June 14th. This is what Spirit is saying, okay? Because there's illumination coming. So that's telling me by the full moon of this month and 2 weeks from today, things are going to be better. You're going to be back because you have cleansed yourself. This is like a predictive type thing for Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, and you've let go of that fear. Look, you've walked into the unknown. You cleared out your feelings, right? You've let go of any thoughts that no longer serve you because you just rode the wave, like Chasity always says. Ride the wave. Ride the wave, okay? Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. All right, Brittany. Thank you. It's always a pleasure. And I will see you Monday or Tuesday. Brittany, I get to see her Tuesday. It's been a while. It's been a while. All right. I hope that resonated. My Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising around that 6th house. Oh, look, there's one that slipped over. Comfort. We'll say that for Sagittarius too because it was in the deck. That's from the last time I did it and I missed it. Comfort. So there's comfort coming around your health, your fitness, your the way of your of service to others, usefulness, sense of usefulness, right? Like I'm not useful anymore. Nope. Get that out of your head. You are useful. You have a purpose. You have work to do. Even if you're retired, you have a purpose to serve. Your life is not over, right? People sometimes think that, they're like, it's all over. Or people that are in my situation, like I went through that when I became like to the point where I couldn't, stand on my feet for 8 hours and work anymore because it was extremely painful. And I would be like this by the end of the day, couldn't hold my back up. All right. All right. So we're moving on to Capricorn, Sun and Moon, or Rising. Okay, Grandma Sherry. I will let me write that down in case your name gets pulled tonight. Where am I? That way I don't lose it, because I will lose it. And I'll always have it, Grandma Sherry. Like, I don't obviously give it to nobody or anything like that. It just stays on my program, and I don't accept their cookies either. So what this does is stay on my program. So if you ever reached out for me for astrological reading, I already have it. Or during my lives when I give away my free readings, I can do that as well. Yeah, and I normally like to start a little bit earlier than this, guys. And I'm sorry that it's late. I noticed a lot of people having to hop off, but I ended up having a pretty busy day, busier than I anticipated. I hadn't even got to my emails or some of my messages even in Messenger yet. All right. We're moving on to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It's taking place in the 7th house of relationships, marriages, business partnerships, okay? Equality, sharing. We have our Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this is some new moon energy here based on what I described at the beginning of this video. What kind of emotions will this bring up this week? Okay, all right now, calm down. Whoa, we'll take all 4. All right. And then we have, oh, my hair keeps blowing in front of my face and it keeps itching the crap out of my nose. It's like, tickle, tickle, tickle. It's like, go away. All right. Night, Grandma Sherry. We'll see you next time. Yes, 12:30 here. And then there was my night owls. Me night owls. All right. I got all of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're only 2 more horoscopes away after this until we do the drawing. And I'll go ahead and draw all 5 names of who's left, and see that way if y'all want to do any. That way, if you need to go to bed, you can go to bed. Like if I would have started this earlier, I normally would probably do it 1 at a time or 2 at a time. But yeah. You're welcome, love. Congratulations again. All right. What you got? What you got? All right. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You got the new moon in Libra. So new energies to balance out. Know that you are loved. And this is in the relationship area or businessship, partnership, contracts, sharing in general. Okay. So new moon, planting the seeds, know that you're loved. Things are kind of dark, in the dark right now. There's something happening in your relationship, businessship, partnership. And then you've got the full moon in Virgo. That's that healing energy. That's that earth energy. You see her, look at her. She is just loving it with the earth. She's just soaking it all in. Take inspired action towards your relationships. Full moon, it's illuminating things, right? But it's saying be careful of manipulation from these relationships. Somebody could be doing that. You have the moonrise. The moonrise can mean a couple different things in the way that I interpret it. Moonrise means like the moon is coming up. It is illuminating, right? Right? The moon is illuminating only when it's full or close to being full. So you got to be careful of the things that happen at night or in the dark or behind your back. Okay, there could be manipulation, but guess what? That full moon, that grounded energy, you can take inspired action. That doesn't mean sneak around, poke around. That means just be attentive. Discernment is needed, as I said in the beginning of this. All right. So, but know you're loved no matter what happens, love, literally, because you're going to need strength in this businessship, partnership, relationship, right? You have your collective consciousness. You have your consciousness to make the decisions. Don't let anybody tell you what's what. If you know it in your gut and it's your first thing, you got to proceed with caution, okay? And don't stop. There's something going on, and it might not resonate with a relationship, business, partnerships, and it could relate to anything in your life, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So take one of those signs, see where it fits for you. But that is a message for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I do not do relationship readings, But in certain parts, when you hit certain parts of the chart, it can be that way as well. But it also could be about part of contracts, like, you know, signing contracts or making deals. It's not all about love. Okay. All right. So we've got Aquarius, and then we have Pisces. And then we'll pull the 5 names for the free readings tonight. Oh, I'll go ahead and say again, if you want a card reading tonight, and I will, if anybody wants a card reading, if you put in your $10, you'll get your card reading before the free readings. I'm going to do it that way because there's not many people left in the chat. This is my first time ever doing that, but all the information's in the payment, or in the link down below for the payment section or whatever. If you want a free card reading, and I'll probably only do, I don't even know if I'll get any at this point, and that's a-okay with me. No problem, because I don't know, I'm getting kind of tired already, and it's probably going to take me another 30 minutes, but I will do them if anybody is interested. But there's still, wait until I pull the 5 names, unless you want particularly a card reading. My little candle I made for tonight is starting to go out. Some people say don't burn the candle on the new moon, but I like to. I like to burn the candle. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that it was spot on. Yeah, Barb, half the time I am up all night, and it's just, I'm a night owl. Okay. I can smell the lavender and the lotus and the coriander that I put in that candle. Oh, my hair is driving me nuts. Okay, come on. Ugh. Okay. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Thank you. Yep, that's you. Oh, autocorrect gets me every time. Plus, I got sausage fingers. All right. I'm going to keep that because that's really interesting, actually. All right. And I'm going to keep them together just like that. It actually come out with 5 cards. So this is telling a story, though. I can feel it. I feel it in bones. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, taking place in the death, sex, and taxes house, ruled by Scorpio, the murky waters. Okay, it's transformative house. Could be taxes, inheritance, shared finances, loans, property, joint ventures, goals, mystery, and partner resources. It's also the house of death, again, sex, taxes, transformation. Big transformation period. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. You are an air sign as well. Okay, so we've got a full moon in Aquarius. How about that? Be real. Always be true to who you are. You know, when it comes to merging finances, when it comes to transformation, just be real. That's all you can ever ask for. Talk less and feel more. It's time to come back down into your body, Aquarius, and feel those feelings, to work through those feelings. Because being up here in the air with where we are right now, a lot of emotions and feelings and thoughts are coming right. I'm hearing the words right for Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. And it's the last quarter moon energy. So it means let go. And it's in Pisces, which is ocean, oceanic receptivity. Okay. It's time to activate your light, either for the first time or again, and ride the wave through whatever's happening through this transformative period right now for your Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. You've got some interesting cards. You're fearing rejection, right? You're fearing, like, you feel like you've been rejected, or you're fearing rejection. It's a mystery. There's something you're waiting for in the transformation here, between either that, it could be, I mean, frankly, a sexual relationship. It could be the transformation again, could be money. It could be assets of your partner, mystery. You might not even know what it is because it's in the subconscious. It's covered up by the murky water of Scorpio. These are the 3 that came out that I found really, really, really interesting. And I love it. Okay. It's a perfect message. This is why I kept them together. With fear, when you have fear, if you just surrender right? Surrender to the divine. You'll have that success. But the key word between what's standing in the way of your fear and your success, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, is your surrender. Because, this is a good one. You've got to learn how to ride the wave. You can't freak out. You got to activate your light when you need it. Sometimes we have to activate our light for protection. We activate our light for love. It's not just about reactivation, but sometimes it is because we're scared of that rejection there. It could be rejection in the bedroom, rejection in the finances. Maybe you're going for a loan. You can't do that. Sometimes life just has mysteries that are meant to be a mystery. Right? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So that was a very powerful message for you guys. And we are going to move right on to the last. Dun, 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 Pisces. Pisces. Yep, you got to talk less and feel more, Rochelle. You got to bring it down. Bring it downtown. Not that way. Not that way. But bring it down into the body. Okay? Yeah, Barb, I only slept like broken 4 hours 2 nights ago because of my face, and then I only slept like 5 hours last night. I need my good 7, 8, 9. Yep, night owls. All right. Let's get her done. We're going to get her done here with Pisces, and then we're going to do the 5 names. We only have 11 people left, so 50-50 chance. All right, I like it. Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising taking place in your higher learning, higher spirituality, foreign travels, right? Wisdom, you got philosophy, ethics, learning, like ninth house. So spontaneousness, okay? Some of the same cards, I'm telling you, keep coming out. And because I'm putting those back in the deck, I never put the cards back in the deck for this one deck. All the cards that I've read, so they're all different, are right here. There's your little tricky trick. Okay. If you ever do this kind of work, or you can just use multiple decks, but I like to do it this way. Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And if you're new and you're a Pisces, your Sun is your career, your purpose, your outward personality, your masculine energy, right? It's your ego, all right? And then subconscious, the intuition, the nurturing, the dark, the shadow is the moon, the feminine energy. Come on, one more, please. And thank you. All right, Divine Spirit, what are we going to have for Pisces today? There's one. I'm hungry, and it says hunger, right? And I read it as hanger because I'm hungry. Okay. There we go. I feel like one more, maybe. One more? Yep. That's what I thought. All right. We are going to do it like this. I feel it. Just putting these in order the way that I want to interpret them. All right. So you got a lot of last quarter moon energy right now in the higher learning, higher spirituality, foreign travels. Like this could be within yourself and your own spirituality, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You've got to make time for that self-love. You've got to let go, let God, balance out what has to be let go because you've got a lot going on up here. This time might be particularly difficult for a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising because they are water. They are the ending of something, and Gemini rules the 3rd house with Mercury, and really it's come together with that Pluto energy. There's something coming, there's something bubbling to the surface of the ocean because Pisces represents the ocean. And be proud of yourself. Don't discredit all that hard work that you've sown and the seeds that you've sown last quarter moon in Taurus. But whatever did not work out, make sure you let go of before you do your new moon manifestation. It's still not too late to let go. It's still not too late, no matter where you are in the world. Never let that hold you back. If you want to start at mid-cycle, that's great. But right now, the energy is present and willing for you to let go, let God, and start anew. Plant the seeds. You're sowing the seeds today, right? All right. Because making time for self-love, letting go of anything that you could not get, whether it was around the law, the rules of law too, and religion, cross cultures, ethics, relations between foreign places, travel, even wisdom. Maybe you're holding on to something that, you made a mistake. It's time to let go. Whatever trauma you went through, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, it's being blocky. It's blocking your manifestation. And I mean, these double cards with last quarter moon, until you let go and love yourself and be proud of yourself, you keep blocking that manifestation. You have the hunger for it, right? But you're being frustrated, and it's all about love. It's all about love. You have to remember that, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, because that is ultimately what's going to bring you peace. I love it. Spirit's amazing. They never lie. Ever, ever, ever. All right, guys, it has come to everybody's favorite time, I think, personally at least, of this live. We've been going approximately 2 hours, and that's not that bad. I didn't take as many breaks normally. Doing pretty damn good. How about that? Well, thank y'all for hanging in here. If you're still here, thank you for being here. I certainly do appreciate your company. And all my night owls, or even early birds, some people on the other side of the pond, as I say it, they may be just waking up. And again, I'm going to pull 5 names right now. If y'all want to go ahead and put a me, just say me, and I will write your name down, and we're going to put it in the hat. And if there's only 5 people that say me, well, then guess what? Y'all get to read it. But if there's more than 5, and since there's so many left, I can't say, depends on how many names. I'm not going to try to go over 5. If I do go over 5, and if anybody at any time wants a reading, it is $10 for a mini reading. It's going to be an average about 10 minutes. I have a different set of cards. We'll take a different approach to see if we can get in the grit of a question that you have. Okay. Yes, please hit that like button. Welcome back down south. Yeah. I'm just looking through y'all here. Yeah, I thought about that. Psychic sleuth, and I may do it for the 12. I don't know if I have it in me to do all 12 separately. If I did it, I could do like earth, fire, water, air. That's probably the way I'd do it, or I do it all in one video, because I don't know if I have the patience. I'm a Gemini. I don't know if I ever get it done. I really don't. I would try. I've tried it. I've tried doing it. Like, for me to do this live, I tried to do horoscopes every single month, but by the time I got done with it, because it took so long, that's why I do them live now. I would lose interest in something else that already come up. I can't tell y'all how many times I've made content for the new moon or the full moon, and it never got out in time. I mean, for like a year. I've been wanting to do this for a year, and I said, I'm doing it live. All right. I said it 3 times. Well, I'm putting it in the hat. Okay. Putting it in the hat here. Or not hat, the little bowl. The little spinny bowl. We're going to let Spirit pick tonight 5 readings, because that's about all I got left in me. To be 100% honest, I'm going to scroll back up here because I'm hungry. I'm like bite on my arm or something. I'm about to starve to death. I'm going to starve to death. I'm glad that was spot on for you, Miss Autumn Moon. I really am. I'm glad. Hopefully it's helpful. All right. So I got Miss Barb. All right. Hazel. Okay. Autumn Moon. All right. Queen of Hearts. I know the Psychic Sleuth, of course. Yes. Yes, yes. I got you. All right. Thank you for sharing, Autumn Moon. All right, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I do not call your name, but y'all are set here, and I'll go in the order that I wrote it down. Barb, Hazel, Autumn, Queen of Hearts, the Psychic Sleuth. If I did not call your name and you said me, put me in the chat now if you want a chance to win the free 5 readings. I got 5 readings. They'll take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, and I will look into your chart. I think Grandma Sherry left already, but I wrote down her stuff. I'll put in her chart information later because we might have our 5 there. All right. Down south. You're so clairsentient. No, my stomach is about to that point too. That's why I say that. But you are very clairsentient though. All right. Yeah, I could clip the live. That's a good point. Duh. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close the list out there. There's only 15 people watching right now, and I've got 6 people. So I'll try to get through all 6 of these, and I'll put y'all in order. Whoever said me first, we got you there. So we'll just close it out there. All right. And first on the list is Barb. Miss Barb. Why is it locked? It shouldn't be locked. About to freak out. Not today. There it is. Okay. So chart menu, transit by wheel, and I know I have Barb. Hazel, I don't know if I have your birth chart information. Let me check. If this is this my same Hazel that I talked to, or is this a different Hazel? This is the Hazel I speak with on the phone, right? I just want to make sure. Yes, I have your information if this is the Hazel that I talked to on the phone. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. All right. I have Autumn Moons, I believe, as well. Well, Autumn Moon, so when I didn't know people's names, I would put it under the screen name. Your screen name was something different before this. I think I already have your chart, but I need to know your old screen name if you're willing to share it. Unless you just want to share your birthday stuff over again, because I swear I've done yours before too. And let me see if I've got Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts would be, is it? Wait a minute. I'm just making sure I got everybody's before now. Let's see. Oh, I've got Shells, but not yours. I've got, obviously, Psychic Sleuth. And Down South Supernatural, I need all your birth information. All right. I'm going to let y'all either email me, and I will check my email real quick. If Snowfall's watching, thank you, Snowfall, from another channel. Really appreciate you, dear. It's very kind of you. That's for Lights at Midnight, though. All right. I do not see anything in my emails yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with Barb. Miss Barb. And the next person is Hazel. I got your information. And Autumn Moon. Autumn Looking Glass. Okay, I got you. No problem. And if you don't want to give the state, if you don't want to give the town of, you got to give your place of birth too. You don't have to give your town, right? But you can at least give me a state. It might, hold on one second. I'll talk to you in a minute. They were hollering, but they're hollering over muffins. They're in there making muffins. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. I'm about to know the Muffin Man. I'm like, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go ahead and write this down. I do have Queen of Hearts. I remember writing yours down, but what did I save it under? Well, we'll get there. We're going to get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. Look, it's that energy, yo. It's that energy. I swear I had both y'all's, but I don't know. All right, just bear with me. I just want to write these down really quick. All right, perfect, perfect. Yeah, it is definitely more accurate. It won't take any like major things off. What it really messes with, Rochelle, is the rising time and potentially your moon. But it would have to be like really on the cusp. And if it was on the cusp, I would be able to tell for the most part. But you want to get it. Ow, I hurt my nails. They were really bad. Not in my face. Anyways, but yeah. So it won't be too off, but it can make a slight difference. Okay. All right. All right. I got everybody down. And we got 11 people still watching. It's 1 a.m. All right. Let's get it done. All right, Barb, you still here, dear? Sorry, I know it's probably you say, well, you're a night owl. Never mind. No need to apologize. Oh, nice. Nice. All right, Barb, I just want to make sure you hadn't went to make food or I want to do, I mean, I can always send you back the timestamp, but I just want to make sure you're here so you get to hear all the goodies. All right. Let's get to kicking. Well, hold on. It depends on the type of astrology you're doing and whether or not, it depends on what asset you're looking at. In my opinion, it can make a difference because you have people that teeter totter, right? But it's only within 1 degree, maybe 2 degrees. And then sometimes, like for me, if I'm looking at whole sign houses, it can make a big difference. Yeah, watch my pen. It's about to poke my fucking eyeball out. It's about to get thrown across the room too. But yes, it just depends on what type of astrology you're doing, to be honest, in my personal opinion. It might not. I still have to get that book. Like I'm going to put a couple books. I've got a couple books now. I'm getting more books on astrology because I want to get deeper. Like, of course, it's a lifelong lesson. It takes a long time to learn this shit, really. Unless you're like super brain or got a young brain or you never smoked a lot of pot when you were younger. I mean, then you might be okay. But I mean, pot steam, YouTube steam. When you boil your water. All right. All right, Barb. Sorry. So, Miss Barb, let's see. That's right, Barb. Happy belated birthday. Yours is right before mine. I totally freaking, I don't know if you said that. We said that. There was a lot going on. I know you haven't been around as much, but happy belated birthday. Hers was May 30th, so just about 5 days ago. Because, like, oh, you got a solar return. Yeah, duh, because it's your birthday. All right, so we're going to look into that energy. Let me scroll back to the top so I can reevaluate here what I said earlier, because Lord knows I won't remember everything. All right, so we're going to look at this Saturn energy. as well. So we've got the conjunction between the moon and Venus. So we're going to click on that. All right. What do we got? What do we got? So in the 10th house, this is where all this is taking place for you personally, Barb. And this is 10th house of your career, your reputation, your purpose, public image, the way things are going, right? In that sense. You got a lot of love. You got the moon, of course, the sun. There's that triple conjunction, the stellium between the sun and the moon, just for a very short amount of time, because the moon does move around the whole wheel every 29 and a half days through a lunation cycle in the 10th house, but it is right over top conjuncting Mars in the 10th house. Mars is that taking action or war around. You have a North Node return coming around in the 8th house of transformation. Things are changing heavily right now. And you're finding that balance between action and war. You're deciding whether or not you love something, you hate something. You are reevaluating life in general and the direction that you want to head. And then you've got that square naturally to Daddy Sadie, but Daddy Sadie is also in the 7th house of relationships, partnerships, business ships. This is your transit Saturn. Transit is current day, natal is time of birth. You've got the 7th house, partnerships, relationships, business ships, signing contracts and making agreements. Daddy Sadie's coming in, right? And it is in Pisces. Yep, it is in Pisces. Therefore, you're having rules and regulations around the way you go about, and it could be money in general too, right? So let's jump around and see. You got a semi, it's a very hard word to say, but it's kind of like a semi-conjunct in a way. I can never pronounce it, so I'm not going to embarrass myself. I've got to get my southern ass on key here and listen to it on Google, okay? But you have Pluto in the 5th house, so curbing your creativity, curbing your playtime. There's a lot of action and war right now between your creativity, your play, and your relationships, partnerships, business-ships. There is stress right now. But the good thing is you have Venus coming in and bringing that love and bringing that compassion, and that there is squares too in the 1st house, okay, between Pluto and Pallas Athena and the self. So transformation of yourself kind of speaks a little bit about kind of some of the things you went through, but you've got this sextile between your North Node with a nodal return coming in the 8th house, powerful transformation, and the 2nd house of your South Node. Finances are not going to be something you're going to have to worry about forever, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. But it is a time of South Node. Like, this is not the first time your chart, and if I go back and know things, and you don't have to answer this, but not the first time you've had a loss, kind of like you're going through right now. And Spirit's saying, think back to the last time you've had kind of a loss. Maybe not as big as this, maybe bigger. Who knows? We don't know, right? I don't know. Just going back through this. The way you come out of that, I see you transforming, and everything is going to be okay. It's like butterfly wings. It might take a while. You're looking at possibly, again, what we plant right now, the seeds that we plant right now, Barb, they're coming back around, and they'll come to fruition in 6 months. And that's a long time. That's when they bloom, right? You got the whole process there, the whole planting cycle. Oh yeah, Rochelle, I almost forgot about the book. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Astrologer to astrologer, and whichever type they do, it all depends. It's not anything super relevant. Yep, cocoon, butterfly, yep, for sure. But that is all that's hitting in your chart, specifically related to this new moon. So next we're going to move right along, and we are going, oops, hold on one second. We're going to do Miss Hazel's next. How do I do this? Chart menu. There we go. All right. They've made it really easy for me on this program now. All right. We are going to add a transit by wheel for Miss Hazel. And I just read whatever this new moon falls on, whatever this is hitting in your chart. All right. I made it. So personally for you, this is taking place, Hazel, in your house of relationships, partnerships, business ships. Okay. That seventh house energy, marriages, relationships in general. You have, let me make this a little bit bigger because I don't need that anymore. Let's see. You have you have a trine in your third house. So good for, and it's a trine with your natal, so time of birth. You have a conjunction, a loose conjunction, but yet it is there in the third house of your south node and Uranus. Uranus is that unpredictability. South node is the past, things that are being dredged up from the past. You have that conjunction. So sometimes things from the past just pop up between your siblings, your communication, your thought process, all third house things, which include the mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activities, interest, neighbors, and early education. So you got some stuff being dredged up from the past right now, but it's easily going to be able to be worked through, or even communication issues around relationships. It's going to be able to be worked through, and it could be partnerships, business ships. It can be work stuff too. Then you have that like semi in conjunct, okay, and the second house of finances, the Neptune. Like it's time to dream big, but Pluto, legitimately Pluto, the transit right now is over your Neptune, and it's going to be here for a while. So the transit Pluto, where it's at now in the sky, Neptune is your natal Neptune. You're having this transformation in your dreams, having to separate your intuition from your dreams. That's going to be the hardest thing, separating dreams from reality at times. Um, Neptune can bring in a lot of intuition and a lot of dreams, but it also can bring in illusion. And this is in the second house of values, personal finances, and how you value yourself. You're going through a major transformation right now with your assets. Okay. And then you have a opposition in the first house in your natal conjunction, loose conjunction, but still only two orbs, so still a conjunction between Mars and your black moon Lilith in the house itself. That feisty feminine energy is fighting action or war. You're fighting against, you're being resilient against the love and the harmony or anything that's going on. There's something not going right in the seventh house here. You've got that tension pulling between yourself and your relationship. And Mercury's kind of over off to the side too. The planet of communication, of course, is 10 degrees orbs away, but there's some communication needed in your business ships, partnerships, relationships. You got a bunch of trines going over to your Vesta. Your Vesta is in the 11th house, which is the internet. Okay, and I've talked to you about this before. My Vesta is in the 11th house of the internet. This is where you shine. This is where you have that. And it's in the future with hopes and wishes and dreams and groups of people. You are meant to talk to groups of people. And it could be on the internet. Remember what we talked about, Hazel, okay? But you have that South Node right now coming back and visiting that another conjunction, girl. That other conjunction between Mercury, that communication. You are meant to talk to people, groups of people. It is part of your spiritual life. However that looks for you. You have the South Node coming back around. Things are being dredged up from the past. It is time to let go, let God, and let me. That's it for your chart, but I want to see where that Chiron's at right now. Chiron, the wounded healer, is in that fifth house of creativity, okay? Romance. It's time to heal the romance. It's time to heal, let go, let God. It says love affairs, romance, play, creativity, self-expression. It's time to express yourself. That's how you're going to make it through this phase of your life, is bringing in that creativity. And I hope that makes some sense, Miss Hazel. All right. Next, we have autumn moon. And that, Hazel, I think that's going to be part of moving forward and seeing how things go. That's up for you to decide. That's how, whatever that looks like in your life right now. I just read the astrology. I just read the astrology. However that looks like in your life right now and the things that will come up this week between now and the full moon, it may help you make decisions on what you need to do moving forward. But presently, right now, astrologically, this is where you're sitting, and these are the houses that are highlighted. So it's giving you an idea of what you're working with. Show me what you're working with. Sorry, that was my. I know I'm silly. You're very welcome, dear. It could be a decision you're asking yourself. There may be things you're weighing. I haven't talked to you in a while. I know. I mean, we said hello, but I have no idea what's going on. So could be a decision that you're thinking about. I'm pretty sure you got that Libra energy, right? Libra? Yeah, you're always weighing them options, girl. That's such a Libra question too. I'm not poking fun or nothing. It's just fascinating. Astrology's fascinating. All right. Let's see. I'm just removing Hazel. And I've got Autumn Moon next. Moving right along. I want to look for your birthday because I know it's in here. Funny enough, there's an autumn rose in here that is January 19th, believe it or not, autumn moon. Just bear with me for a second because I don't want to do a double entry just to make sure. Cause I'm pretty sure. But I don't even remember right, unless I didn't save it. It's a possibility. I don't know how I would have done that though, because I have to save them to do them. Guess I didn't. Well, we'll have it for next time. We're going to go ahead and add it on in here. Maybe the way I did it that one time it didn't work. All right. And I'm just adding in the information. Won't take but just a sec. All right, so it's saved in there now. And where are we at here? So I'm going to go to back to cycles because it made me add. Okay. Now we're in business because all I've got to do is select your name. Perfect. All right. So this is taking place in your house of relationships as well, Miss Autumn Moon. So in that 7th house, you've got some things going on. Okay, so you have that stellium between the moon and the sun, very short amount of time, just tonight, but you have that abundance, that dark moon energy where it's again that kind of the decision thing coming in. The 7th house is ruled by Libra as well. So, matter of factly, you have a sextile between your spirituality north node that is built in your chart. You are a Leo north node, strong heart, right? In higher learning, higher spirituality. It's bringing you a perspective there, a good flow of energy, but you're balancing that out between your creativity on the cusp of your home and your family. Okay, but there's good energy coming in for your creativity, the balance between your north node and it's like a north node. So you're at the time of your life where it's time to get really creative and do what you love within your spirituality. It literally speaks of this in your chart right now. And, you know, North Node transit, meaning happening right now, going through that fifth house, and North Node natal, which is born in your ninth house. You are finding even more spirituality than you ever thought before, because I'm pretty sure you've been spiritual for quite a while, but it's bringing love, it's bringing abundance, but it's that dark, I don't want to say dark night of the soul. That's already happened, but it's almost like there's a shadow aspect that you're working through, is kind of what I want to get at. And you have that trine with your south node in that 11th house of groups, homes, and families. So you're kind of cleaning up some karma between within the groups and communities of people. Okay, awesome. Good to hear. Good night, Barb. Oh, yeah, I think you said night, Barb. Yep. Thanks for being here, dear. And then we've got some inconjuncts with that seventh house energy of this new moon. Okay. Inconjuncts mean, you know, it takes a little work, but you can do it, right? And that's fighting action or war. Could be fighting, but action or war over your values, how you value yourself, your finances. So values in general, whether personal or like money or internal, right? And let's get some more keywords here. So material possessions, priorities, habits, work ethic, right? It's also daily routines too. Money, income, there's some stuff going on there. Inconjunct, it means it can be worked through. Okay. Karma cleaning. All right. All right. Got a lot of trine energy in this third house of communication that is really going quite well and interesting, because you have an expansion in your third house. Mercury is native in your third house with your natal chart. Okay. So you're naturally easy to with your words. You're a natural writer. Okay. Right now might be the time to write and work through any of this karma cleanup, especially if you're doing your new moon manifestations. You've got Jupiter naturally coming there and expanding like anything you touch when it comes to thinking. Like your mind is there. Use that brain that you were given and blessed with. Use that communication skills to help you work through what's going on right now. You're squaring your Black Moon Lilith in your 10th house of reputation. Does that mean you're putting your reputation on the line, or what you have done, what you could have done? That feisty feminine's coming out. She's ready, literally just square. She's squaring up in that 10th house of reputation and work and stuff of the such. And then Pallas Athena, which I normally don't go into, but you got to square with Pallas Athena in your home or family, which is creativity and war, but it also deals with femininity and love as well, technically, when Daddy Sadie's coming in right over that. So Pallas Athena's natal, Daddy Sadie is transit, and there is a conjunction in that fourth house, roots, family, home. So I hope that makes sense. You had a little bit going on, a little bit more in your chart. It's got a lot of busy lines. So hopefully that gives you some validation and some clarity as to what's going to happen. It's going to pass, but there is a lot of things right now that definitely have to clean up, because again, this type of astrology reading that I'm doing is all about validation. It gives us insight into our life, okay, into what's happening, saying yes, if this is what I'm experiencing, it's what I'm meant to experience, but I know that it can be worked through. If you're meant to experience this, there's always a solution. Okay. All right, next is Queen of Hearts, and then I've got the Psychic Sleuth, and I don't. Hey, Tracy, oh, happy new moon. Some people may definitely feel that way. Some people definitely may feel like they're in retrograde still. All right, all right. Down south out already? Down south out. All right, I've got two more. I'm going to do those really quick because I got to tinky winky, but I'll make sure I get through all y'all stuff. I won't leave you hanging. Coming up on 2 hours and 30 minutes. All right. Let's go. I'm just adding the transit 4-3. I'm going to look through here real fast because I know I saved it, but Yeah, I got yours, Queen of Hearts. I just overlooked it. All right. What we got going on here? This is taking place in your career house, Queen of Hearts, or your reputation. Let's get some more keywords here. We've got career, long-term goals, structure. You're structuring out things right now. Could be happening around men, masculine energy, fathers, fame, public image. So that's where this lunation, this particular new moon, is taking you. Okay, even if you're not in the workforce, or if you are, it could be taken that way. Yeah, bring me one. That'll be fine. Hold on, I got a muffin from the muffin woman. I know the muffin woman. Oh Lord, I don't know what happened to these, but they got baked. It's got jam on it. Like jam inside of it. Oh, sister power. All right. It looks good. Y'all did a good job. Yeah, it looks great. 8 and 14. Did really good. I know it tastes good, but I don't have any eggs in it. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta take a bite now. This just turned into a bit of ASMR, but when your youngins bring you a muffin. Not bad. Who is Triple Berry? Y'all did a good job. Okay. It's warm too. I'm gonna save the rest. All right. Sorry, Queen of Hearts. But when your youngins bring you a muffin, you better eat some of it. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. Yeah, they're good kids. I really can't ask for better kids. It's just they like to sit on their ass a lot. They like to, because they're homeschooled, so they do work on the computer, but then they like to extend that. And the boy, he's just like, he ended up getting a lazy eye. We got to take him to the doctor, but it's jokes because he likes to play those shooting games. And we don't let him, he's old enough now. Like, we do monitor what they do. Just prefacing this for anybody that may watch this that don't really know me. They're like, oh my God. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. But his one eye is like doing this, and it's because he keeps looking at that map up there and shooting. He's looking straight with one eye, shooting. He's looking at the map with the other. He's learned how to do it. Anybody gets what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Yes. Yep. That's true. Facts. All right. So, and I didn't get to, well, I will say this. I never got to have that before I became basically disabled to work full time and do like, I can do this because I'm sitting up, but I'm like my back and stuff does hurt. I just push through it. But if I was lifting and even small weight after so long, no, I'm hunchback after that. All right. So career house, right? Public reputation. You're bringing in like that shadow part. Like there's things that are getting figured out around that in the 10th house. Okay. You've got the sextile with the sun in the 8th house. So your sun illuminates the darkness. You have dealt with a lot of darkness in your life. If your sun is in the 8th house, it tries to dampen it out, right? But you're bringing in, lighten it up. Like you could have worked through a lot of people's problems. A lot of people could have called you for their problems. Right now, there's a sextile there and a north node. Okay. So your north node is over the sun in the 8th house. Like right now, that is your direction. You are bringing light into transformation. You're helping people transform. You're transforming. Like you're very bright light. Then you have a sextile with yours at the anti-vertex. Yeah, with anti-vertex. So point of fate in the 12th house. So there's some things changing. It is part of your fate right now to help people. I don't know if you're helping people spiritually transform. Maybe you're spreading the spiritual word in a way. Does that make sense, Queen of Hearts? Um, but yeah, so then you've got a square with Daddy Saddy, and that's natural because that is the transit. But Daddy Saddy for you is happening, and you're setting rules and regulations in that 7th house of business ships, partnerships, contracts, relationships. There's something between your relationships and your job, so it could be business ships. Like you're having to set. I don't know if you work still. If not, it could be partnerships and even agreements amongst friends. Whatever that, however that may look for you, that's where you're getting some illumination between your 7th house and your 10th house. Let's see. You've got an opposition right now in the 4th house of home and family. Fighting, or actually, I say fighting, but it reminds me of war. Action or war, taking action or war around your war. So did I say whore? Shit. action or war around your home, your family, your roots, your karma, your karmatic debt. It's almost like you're paying, and I don't want to say like a karma, like karma, it's just not like that. It could be past life, okay? Past life trauma. Um, Taking action right now. That's what you're struggling with. But there's a pathway. It's clear. It's clear. You're helping people. Yeah. And it's part of your purpose. That's okay. It's part of your purpose because the reason you're going through so much is you've got that make, which make is the brother to Lilith. It's a volcano. I don't know a whole lot about this asteroid, but I do know this. It's the pairing to Black Moon Lilith or something like that. And that's that feisty feminine. So that's that masculine. It's like a volcano. Like think of Hawaii, I think. So like bringing action or war around your home and family with this placement, there was probably a lot of action or war in your childhood, and it could be that you're going through that karma and it's your dharma, okay, that is you're meant to light up. You were meant to go through some of these powerful like transformations around. I don't want to get too deep because this is getting real personal. You know what I mean. I'll leave it there because I'm starting to see things and live. I don't want to go there. And it's nothing super obviously bad now, maybe, but there's some things you've seen some things, but you are meant to go through some of this stuff as part of your faith and your destiny. And this new moon is allowing you to plant seeds to fulfill that destiny. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to stop there because I started seeing stuff. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Warrior spirit. Perfect. Perfect words. Do you know the Muffin Man? I do. Good. They did a good job. Proud of them. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. The Muffin Man. Okay. It's been about 3 hours. I needed that pit me up, I guess. All right. Yeah, some people won't drink or eat on camera. It's like, I don't care. You see me in a restaurant eating, it's fine. It's fine. All right. So we got the psychic sleuth. Look, see this? This is I don't know, but you know what this is probably called? But I think this is Spirit's way of saying ride the wave because I had no idea that I was going to do that. They just come out very sentiently. Yes. Slay, girl, slay. Yes. If you do have the strength, it says it here. You're the light in the darkness. I don't have that placement, but that's kind of the work that I did. I went through a lot of stuff. I went through so much stuff that every single client that comes to me is meant to come to me because I have been through something in my 37 years of existence that they have been through and I can relate. It's all about relation, validation, and having discernment to the divine connection to be able to help people like this. And I said it. That might help you one day, Queen of Hearts. Yeah, it's breaking free. It's like how can I say this? All the trauma and the problems they're stacking. It's like mud, okay, like the mud man. But as you start to move your arm, that mud starts to crack. This is visually what I'm seeing. It starts to crack and fall off. But if mud gets wet again, you can rub it all over yourself, right? And make it form back. That means quit basking in the dirt. Leave the dirt in the past. Let it fall. Literally, crack it, let it fall. That's what I'm seeing. I can only tell you what I see. Hope that makes sense too. Yeah. The heat wave, girl. That's the wave. It's the heat wave, evidently, because damn, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. And I don't remember Queen of Hearts, but if I get to that point where it gets a little too personal, I'll always stop. because I can feel it. And if that's still what's going on, I'm glad it still resonates. It's only been probably a month or so, but still, you know, if I feel like it's going to cross a line of personal, I try to catch myself because it comes out so fast that I'll be like, and I don't want to, you know, spill any beans here. Baby shark, boo, bird, bird. Tracy shark, boo, blue, blue, blue. It's like, ah. You're welcome, Queen of Hearts. All right. And last but not least, I can't do it now. Look, it's not spirit led, so it's all like puckered up like my heart. My heart. Yep, absolutely. Yep, 100%. All right. I'm going to go ahead and knock this out because I didn't see anybody wanting a reading from me tonight, and that's a-okay, as a card reading from earlier. And that's fine. I'm going to hop off here right after this. I don't ask any more questions because I'm going to try to end it probably at about 3 hours so I can eat my muffin. It was good. All right. Transit by Will. The psychic sleuth. All right. What you got, girl? Let's see. Let's see. All right. Well. This is taking place in your 4th house for you. So the 4th house is your home. Your home, root, family, past traumas, foundation, children, femininity. So that's what it represents, right? And you've got a sextile in your 2nd house, North Node, which 2nd house is values, how you value yourself. You also have that conjunction between the North Node and make. So that's having to stand up. That's a masculine energy in the finances in your North Node. So it's bringing light. Like there's some things being drug up, things that need to be done that are being drug up right now. It shows that in your North Node presently. Once this North Node gets, and since it's right here at make, it's challenges, it's volcanic. Once this North Node moves away from make, and it moves into another house, things may lighten up a little bit for financial things. I will say that because you're squaring the first, you're squaring Saturn in the 1st house. Like this is all transit stuff. So I'm not talking about any natal stuff. This is just transit stuff. So that's taking place in the 1st house, the house of self. You're still trying to get the swing of things, that daily routine down. You're cutting out old traditions of the self, things that you were used to doing. It shows in your chart. So let's move on to, you have a semi inconjunct. So positive, negative energy, a good flow though of communication. You have Mercury naturally in your 12th house, the natal Mercury. Right now, Pluto, and Pluto is a slow moving planet. That's the house of transformation. It's also the house of darkness. You're moving in, like there's powerful transformation. Your abilities are going to change. And that might be why you're getting into the paranormal, because your Mercury's already in the 12th house, which is the placement to be able to talk literally to the dead. Okay. That's one of the placements to be known for that. But you have Pluto moving super slow. So you're in a long process and transformation with your abilities. Learning really what you're capable of is exactly what Spirit said. This is not from me. That's from Spirit. Okay. It's up to you, though, in that 1st house with Daddy Saturn setting those rules and regulations on yourself. You got to nip that shit in the bud. That's what your chart says. That's what Spirit says. Okay. And you have, I'll look at the comments in just a second because I got my train of thought here. Got a lot going on in this 8th house of death, sex, taxes, and transformation. You have your natal Daddy Saddy, okay, and then you've got your Pallas Athena, and you've got your Mars. Sorry, I need some water, but I'm trying to hold off. Mars and with action or war, and you got your moon, and they're all super close together. So your moon is at 16 degrees of Libra, right? That air sign in the 8th house that rules Scorpio. And Libra and Scorpio are the signs right next to each other. So they have some kind of similar traits. But if you think of Libra as the Batman, okay, Libra is Batman, Scorpio's the Joker, okay? So you've got that energy right there with the Libra in Scorpio. It's that symbolic relationship between like the stellium in your chart, but I'm including Pallas Athena as well. So sometimes those lines can be blurred between, but it gives you that ability too with the moon in the 8th house, which is another psychic placement, which you already know this, I'm sure. But your south node's coming back up around this. It's the south node is at 13 degrees. Wait a minute, it's moving past it. So your south node, you've been working through some stuff, transformation. South node's there, teeter-tottering over it. So the transformation is happening, but it's happening fairly slow because of the Pluto there. Once Pluto gets away from that Mercury, like, and you're going to figure out the way that you want to communicate even more. Like, you're already doing a fantastic job, of course, but there's something else. You got a lot of trines going to this 8th house in the Daddy Sati. This is going to help you make rules and regulations. You're just going to know what Spirit is saying is listen to them right now. More than anything, listen to them right now. That's what's going to get you through what you need to get through. And I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we're nipping. I don't even remember saying it, Rochelle. It's channeled and I read it, so I don't even know where the hell I found it. But that's the message. It's partly channeled. There was a lot of channeling in yours, but there was a lot of reading. So I do not know. It just word vomited out of my mouth. Yeah, 8th house is occult mystery. Yeah. Yeah, and that slow moving transit in the 12th house with Pluto, the transformative, also can bring in the paranormal. It can bring in more darkness to the 12th house though too. So, I mean, there's many ways to interpret all this. There's many ways. You have multiple archetypical energies, but when they coincide with each other and all that kind of stuff. So, well, if you've had 2 reading signal abilities, I trust it. I trust it. Between astrology and me picking that up intuitively, like I feel it. Yeah. There's something else you're supposed to do. All righty. I think I got an email. Let's see. I need to read it though. All right, Queen of Hearts. I'm pretty sure that's you, dear. Or if not, I'm gonna check back with the name. I don't know if you don't. I think it is. Yeah, it is Queen of Hearts. Thank you very much. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure. Yes, will do. Thank you, baby. Yeah, it's slow moving, but transformation comes out of it. That's the whole cocoon butterfly thing again. Like, and it's up to us. Like, it's a rebirth. The closer you get to 52, even though you got a long ways to go, the closer you get to 50, you hit your Chiron return again. That might be why I see you with your horses and like on a farm. Like, there's a decision, and they're not going to tell me exactly what that is right now. I mean, we're too close to, I think. I can give you readings no matter what, and I could probably push further, but they gave me a lot about me and her have talked about, and they're only going to give me so much because it's not like, we talk to each other fairly often. Oh, now you come back around. Now you come back around town down south because I done wrapped it up. But you know what? Just for you. Just for you. All right. I know it's the 6th. What year? 20. Is it 97 down south? Because I need it anyways. We're going to do this one day anyways, but I've been trying to lose weight, y'all, though. I really have. I've been doing pretty good. Being filming and stuff, and like, I already struggle with like bloating and swelling and stuff like that with my arthritis. And if I drink a couple more than I should of these a day, they'll make me bloat up, or certain foods. But I'm not weighing myself. I'm going to measure myself because it just makes me depressed. Probably so. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I hope it resonated. That's true. We've all been transforming. Sometimes they're just more trying or more predominant than others. Yes, I do too. All right. I'm glad you are here. Let's see. I think you just turned 27 down south. I need to know the year because I can't do it till I know the year. I thought you were 26 getting ready to turn 27. Yeah, 50s. 50s is when, but you shouldn't have to work where you're biting. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to take another bite while I'm waiting for down south. Hmm. I'm about to Facebook you. I'm going to Facebook you. Tracy, I'll be talking to you, dear. What is it, Saturday? What time do you want to do our reading Saturday? 6, 7, or 8? I'm going to have to make it fast, Miss Tracy, because I done been on here for 3 hours and I've been having to pee for an hour and a half. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. I just gotta go to the bathroom. And I want my muffin. All right, dear. I'm going to go ahead and do yours while I'm waiting on down south. I'm sorry. This is probably ASMR because I have a mic on. Close it. Okay. We can do it around 7 if that's okay with you. I'm excited. She was our winner from the donations pool for the birthday surprise. And I'll send you a message too because I still have messages and everything to get back to. For sure. Okay. I wonder if down south is behind. I just thought about that. I bet you he is. Yep, I feel that too. I think they are the triple berry Martha White. Yes, it is really good. It actually was, and I've made them, and like I think I had like the organic strawberry preserves, which in my opinion they taste better. It's got a lot more richer taste. Um, I get from Aldi, which is inexpensive, and like I took like a little syringe, a medicine syringe, and cut the tube off one time from like leftover from the pharmacy, and I put jam. Well, Autumn watched me put jam in it, and one of my daughters is named Autumn, by the way. Autumn Moon. Just figured I'd let you know. I probably have already, but and all my kids are named after elements, and I did not mean to do that. Just happened. But we took it and inserted it, so they put it on top of the muffin, which was a nice surprise. Because adding just a little bit of jam to these triple berry muffins, they're already inexpensive, and some of them have milk. Some of them are just, water. But it's inexpensive and it's cheap and it's good. Oh, thank you, Tracy. 98. Yep. All right. I'm going to have to do these really quick. I'm going to do it however long it takes, but I am, as soon as I get done with these, I'm going ahead and prefacing this. If I cut it short after this, it's because the girl got to go. Got to go to the party. As I'll take my butt. I've about said a bunch of things I shouldn't say on YouTube. It's going to take my butt a second to like get up and be like, I'm about to probably roll off the bed like that. All right. If I could get it to work, I would happily do it. There we go. It's about to throw it. Not really. I lie. What do we got, Miss Tracy? I got Tracy, don't I? Nope. All right. We got to add 06/05/1998. Yeah, sorry I missed that. If he's not in the chat, though, is he? All right. Hey, Riley, let me know if you're still here, honey. Real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put in your stuff. Where is it at? We're just going to put 12. We can fix it later. It's not going to make that big a difference. What in the world? Oh, yeah, because I had to add it. I'm going to go ahead and add Tracy's, too. I thought I had yours, Tracy, honestly. Let's just make sure. I know. Did you have... I don't understand why I don't have yours, Tracy. Did you give me your birth date already? Because it would have been under the T's. You know what, Rochelle, I don't know if it's so much as it's going to be something great and new that you've never experienced. I think it's going to be on a level of a different level. And it might even not just be a new ability. It might be something different that you're doing where you're using even more of your abilities collectively. That's the energy I'm getting, right? I don't know how else to explain it to you. Like, honestly, that's the only way I can think. Like, if that makes sense, I hope. Coming out of my mouth is like, that's what Spirit's telling me. But, there's things that, just as we teach people, there's lessons and things that we have to go through and things that we have to learn. And Spirit ain't going to tell us everything. But that is really what I'm getting. It's the energy I'm getting. It's just like there's something else. But then that overshadowing, the stress and grounding. I keep hearing grounding. You got to ground. You have to ground a lot more than a normal person. Okay. All right, Riley. We doing yours, baby. He ain't here no more, guys. So we're going to do this real quick. All right. Go back to cycles, lunation. Boop, boop, be doo. Why am I saying Betty Boop? Boop, boop, be doo, boo. It feels like Tracy, though. It feels like that was for Tracy. Betty Boop. Ooh, like Betty Boop. Tracy, is that for you or is that maybe down south? I don't know, but I felt like that was for Tracy. Who in your family liked Betty Boot, or do you like her? Could be astrology, Rochelle. Like getting really good at it. Okay, we're gonna go about a business. And we're gonna add this transit by wheel for down south supernatural, aka Riley. Let's go. All right. This is taking place in your career house, and it is literally, quite literally, almost on your, your return, your birthday, your Saturn return. 10th house is your career, your reputation. It is bringing expansion. It is lighting, or it's bringing new to your purpose, your spiritual light with Vesta. Your purpose is in the 10th house of career. So it really brings in that energy. Mercury's coming back around too. You're getting ready to go through your Saturn return soon, though. Yep, you've got about a year and a half before you go through your Saturn return. Your Saturn return is the ninth house, higher learning, higher spirituality, foreign travels. By the time you turn 29 and a half, your spirituality is going to skyrocket, and your travels may even skyrocket. But it's saying that you're right in the place that you're meant to be, which goes along with the reading I gave you that day at Truett Clinic Center. Um, that's very apparent by just looking at this. All right. You've got rules and regulations coming around your business ships, partnerships. It's time to batten down the hatches around business ships, partnerships, relationships. There's that square that's there, but that is a square that's naturally occurring within your life with this. Instead of the okay, so the sun's a luminary. In place of the moon, it's over your Vesta, your spiritual light and purpose. Then in the 8th house right now, you have the transit, so the moving north node, which is your purpose. There's that sextile energy that's pushing you towards that. And then you got a trine, so unexpected things happening in your house of work, daily duties, and how you are service to others. So it's really speaking to what you're doing right now, dear. Um, you're on the right track, but over the next like 3 years, if you take the right actions down south or Raleigh, if you make the right choices, take the right actions, and do what you know that it is you need to do without me going into great detail about things we already talked about, it's going to come back into fruition. And just the patience is the virtue, but you're getting ready to go through that transformation of the Saturn return. That's when Daddy Sadie comes back around, smacks us on our ass, and says, do it again, and see what happens. Okay, Daddy Sadie. They'll come down. Sometimes you get a whooping, and you'll wipe your tears away right after your Saturn return. You'll be like, fine, it's fine. And then it's fine. You get over it. All right. We're going to go ahead and add Tracy. I'm going to remove that transit. Yeah, I agree with that. Patience is a virtue. We all got to have it, unfortunately. Yep, Saturn return. Hang on. Yep. Yeah, but ability can be transformed to many different things. This is going to come across as work. This is your work. So a new ability is like, you want 11 powers here? It might, I don't know. You're going to be moving shit with your mind, girl. It's all going to come together, because one thing that you know and that I know is that whatever we're doing right now puts us in the place that we need to be further. So it's something coming around your abilities and the things that's geared around your abilities. So whatever you do, it's coming in the form of work, right? Just keep seeing you going, like 11. All right. Yes, I need your digits, girl. I gave you my digits. Oh, maybe I did. Yeah, I think I did. If not, I will in Messenger, or you get to call me tomorrow. Or we can do it on Messenger, but if you don't want to do the number thing. All right. I know that I got this somewhere, but maybe it didn't save. So All right, Miss Aries. What time, dear Tracy, were you born? Oh, Tracy, you ain't right. Oh, Lord. What time were you born? And where were you born? So, city, state, where you were born. I knew it. I knew it. Make the nose start bleeding, Jen. All right. And the city and the state. It's 4:12 a.m. in what city and state? Thank you, dear. I had to sing it. I had to sing it. I know. I'm getting you an outfit of your 11, and I can see you with your cape, like your mask. Oh God, yeah. Did not give you the analogy. Was it you, Rochelle, that I gave the analogy between the Batman and the Joker, the superhero complex? And I did not mean that. I had to just really go back to that. I want superpowers. We are super powerful. Magic muffins. I know my kids done spiked my shit. What y'all put in there? No, I'm kidding. The jelly was old. Not really. All right, I'm gonna get back to this last one and get my butt off here for the night. This, I think you may be behind, or I saw it already. I've already put it in. I'm just still singing. Yes, I done. It's in. Look, it's in. I got it. Yeah, I got it. I just haven't pressed the save button yet. I'm still just envisioning you with 11 powers, with like your Superman cape. I'm seeing you flying, your astral projecting to my house, like, wake up. I got it. I got it. I've had it. I'm on the chart. Y'all calm down. Just woosah, ground yourself. All right. What am I doing? What am I doing? I told you at 3 hours it's a wrap. Y'all gotta get rid of me. All right. What am I doing? Brain fart, brain freeze. Stop using your superpowers. Oh God. All right, cycles. Because I had to figure out a new way to do this, and it's actually really easy because they set it up for me on here. If this stuff did not save, I'm going to throw it. Yeah, you're Batman, so Batman always wins. You're Libra into the Scorpio. You got the Joker. I'm the number 7 with 11 abilities. I'm going to get you a big 7 on your chest. Don't put the 11 on your back. Well, all I'm doing is Tracy. I'm literally, if you need to work, baby, I'm literally getting ready to get off here. So Tracy's the last one. That's your inner. That's the inner part, the Scorpio world. All right, let's go back to Tracy. It's saved. All right, Miss Tracy. Let's see. This is happening on your IC. So it's basically your inner world, like your subconscious area, like in your home life. It's really in that third and fourth house. So the house of communication and home and families. There's a lot of things going on right there. You got Venus bringing in love and abundance. It's not all bad, of course, but you do have a little bit of square action going on between your north node and your south node. And this is natal. So we're speaking of the transit moon, north node, south node, in between the first house and the seventh house. Okay, between yourself and relationships, whether that be romantic or not romantic or contracts. So communication between home and family with a square, hard energy between yourself and hard energy. Tracy, stop laughing. I'm tapping into your energy and you're losing it. And if you're not losing it, then then I'm done tapped out tonight. But you're rolling. You got to be cracking up right now. Okay, get it together between your relationships and yourself. Okay, okay. So Tracy, you got good energy, girl. All right, so sextile. I gotta compose myself. I'm trying not to laugh. Okay. All right. So you've got the sextile energy in the house of self. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, with transiting North Node. So there's just a lot of changes that are happening in your Aries self right now. A lot of changes between home and family. There's only just a few like actual transits this is hitting on. You have a semi in conjunct, meaning like good, bad energy, something you got to work with. You've got that Pluto coming into that 12th house, or coming out of that 12th house actually, of trying to think. See, look, this is what happens when I go too long. Come on. Pluto transformation going into the 11th house. So, what you've learned about your spirituality, what you've learned about yourself, you're going to be able to take and transform and transmute. And potentially, what Spirit's saying is also help other people. It doesn't necessarily have to be, it is groups and families, but you are about helping people. And that's what you've taken through, like this darker night of your soul. Whenever that happened, it's been a long transit that's coming through. You're going to bring that out into the light, into groups, homes, not homes, groups and families and stuff of the such. All 11th house matters. So there's a lot of stuff going on between that north node and that south node and that first house, house of self, and stuff of the such, and relationships. And then you've got your Hygeia in that third house. Hygeia is the health asteroid, mental health, thinking. It's got something to do with health. Have you ever thought about being like a potential psychiatrist, or have you acted as such to friends and family? Because you have some stuff right there. Like therapy, talk is your therapy, is basically what this is showing. And that's what it's asking you to do right now. Keep friends around you. Whatever's going on between this north node, the past and the future, and relationships and stuff, whatever that is, it's all being healed. So you are not doomed. Yes, I am picking up on her goofy. I really was. And it's a lovely goofy, though, because I have a feeling when me and Miss Tracy talk this weekend, we're going to have a pretty good conversation. Full of laughs and love. We'll be rolling. Yeah. And that's kind of what you're doing right now. You're coming out of that subconscious part. You're coming out. The subconscious, you've learned there, though. Some people never even touch that subconscious side. Let's see what's in there. I want to know who Betty Boot was for. I think we are too, dear. All right, all my lovely lights, let me check my email, make sure nobody else emailed me. Do, 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 do. I got an email I do have to answer. I see. Yeah, I got several things on there. So if somebody's messaged me, I'll get back to you soon. It'll either be tonight or first thing in the morning. I apologize. All right, guys. It's been Rizzle off the Hizzle for Shizzle, my behizzles. South Side, that's where I'm from. Don't care. That's where I'm from. All right. You're very welcome. And does anybody have any questions about this new moon? That is a general question, not related to your astrological information. Night. Thanks for hanging out, chick. I'll be in touch with you soon. I'm going to be in Bucky, Kentucky next week. You're welcome, Tracy, and I will talk to you Saturday at 7. We'll get our thing going. Maybe between 6 and 7. You're welcome. Bye, Autumn Moon. Who else is in the chat? Bye. Down south, if you're still here, dear, I will talk to you later. All I see is the Psychic Sleuth, Tracy, and Autumn Moon so far back up in the chat. We still have 11 people. Thank you for all the listeners that choose not to participate but listen. I wish you all nothing but much love, much light. I hope that this has made some sense, especially to people that got their horoscopes or anything else. It's done from a very high vibrational place. So, anyways, I will go ahead and finish off this live with, yes, I have merch for our Appalachian Nightmare, which is my new YouTube channel. Both of my YouTube channels, I have 3 total. Collab channel, Psychic Paranormal Podcast, and this psychic astrology thing going on, right? So Luminary Luna Beams is my very first personal channel, but the other one is actually a collab channel too with my fiance V. We started a merch store. We've been to Henry River Mill Village. A lot of you probably already know this. I get it. I get it. But just in case people are new, and let's see, we started it, kicked it off. It's all in the description box down below. Sorry, I'm getting tired. It's almost been 3 hours and 30 minutes, so my words are like, let's see. My class is June 27th. It will last approximately 2 to 3 hours. Again, you can find all the information there. Just email me at LuminaryLunaBeams@gmail.com. Lots of cool things coming up. So if you just made it to the end, once this ends, if you go back to the beginning, I have all my housekeeping stuff right there. You can listen to all the cool happenings. We do have cryptid merch, so check it out. But I'm going to check my last comments. Batman sucks. I love it. She's 11. Oh. Okay. We need to do a show where psychics come together. Oh no, I'm gonna keep that out of the public right now. Got some people I want to talk to. Muffins. No, them kids done ate all them muffins. Girl, they gone. Yeah, if you want to do the class, Miss Autumn Moon, if you want to do it the 27th, or if you want to wait to see what I'll be offering next, let me know. Just email me, LuminaryLunaBeams@gmail.com. We have until the 10th. And if you message me and say, hey, it might be like this date, let me know. I can work with you. 10 and a half. Oh, yeah, I'm reading y'all stuff. The Muffin Man. I can't remember one of 11's lines. Yeah, that's true. And I do too, to a degree. And I catch myself doing it in public sometimes, and sometimes you don't want to do it. Yeah. He's got the bat signal in the wood. Didn't Batman kill Superman in that one movie? Which is crazy. Or was it the other way? Who killed Superman? I don't know. I started watching it and I didn't, but Superman should have been unkillable. Yeah, just let me know, Miss Autumn Moon. I'll talk to y'all soon. I love y'all. Thank you for hanging around. Much love and light. Anybody that fell asleep, watch the live. I love y'all. Have sweet dreams. I will talk to you all soon. Spirit fingers. Bye.